Oh my gracious, man. My good Wednesday all day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday morning. It's hump day. All right, Mike, what day is it, Mike? It's hump day, Mike. That's right. It's hump day. It's Wednesday, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are... Great to see so many. Jason Gutterman. No, it's never great to see him. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, amazing, fantastic, wonderful people here today. Just like every day, I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. And let's see who's joining us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason B was first. Here's your happy dance. First happy dance of the day. All right. That was a miscue at the start. Let me try it again. All right. Yes, now you're talking. don't know, man. Let's see what else. Who else? Greg Jonick was number 2. How do you do? Number 2. Look at you. All right. Yeah, you did it. First like. Yay. That's what I'm talking about. Ron's here. What's up? Number 3. Yes, sirree. In his Z. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. We got Ron. We got Terry Barnes. Good morning. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Absolutely, positively. Let's see who else is here today. Greg Jonick, Terry Barnes, Peter Parker's back. What's up? Hey, great to see you. Always great to have you here. CyberX is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, love it, love it, love it. My tiny Chihuahua life is in the house. Let's see. Johnny Haggerty, morning everybody. Morning to you too. Let's see. Greg Jonick, tiny Chihuahua. Klutzer, Johnny Haggerty. This is good. Get to watch Off Duty. All right. Sounds good to me. Let's see. Tiny Chihuahua, Terry Barnes, CyberX, Highway Star. Yeah. CyberX, Terry Barnes. Let's see. Mr. Thomas is in the house. Good morning, has it. Happy Hope Day. Wait a minute. Bartender's seen that I had an empty glass. He asked, did I want another? And I said, why would I want 2 empty glasses? Oh, my goodness gracious me. I love it. Let's see. Who else is here? JCD. Carl. All right, Carl. Good to see you. The order was dissolved, so I'm the last girl standing. Oh, you're back to Carl, last squirrel standing. All right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Chuck is here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Fly. Good morning, Chuck. All right. David E. Persons is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what he has to say this morning, shall we? A horse walks into a cafe. The waiter says, hey. The horse replies, sure. I'd like some hay. Is for horses. All right. Jason D, Terry Barnes, Tiny Chihuahua, Highway Star, Peter Parker, morning Hez, morning Pete. Tell Mary Jane I said hi. Let's see. Data B Persons, Texas Tim. What's up? Great to see you. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Don't you know? All the way from UK. Hip hip hooray. Each and every day. I'm the first from Southwest England. Do another dance or don't give me. The Humpty dance is your chance to do the hump. Ooh, ooh, do it, baby. Do the hump to hump. Come on, do the hump to hump. Yeah, baby. Do the hump to hump. Come on, do the hump to hump. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Wednesday morning. So far, so good. So what? Shut up. I don't know. It's gloomy out. It's raining again. I mean, I guess we don't have to worry about the crops, being that this is Wisconsin. Having a little extra rain definitely doesn't hurt as long as it's not floodwater rain. We're getting it, that's for sure. But it's, I don't know, it's just gloomy out. And I hate when it's that humidity, you know, because you know it's going to be hot later, and then because it's been raining all night, and it's raining right now, it's going to be all humid and nasty all day. What a nightmare! Oh well, due to circumstances beyond my control, I'm in an interesting situation. Hey, Rube's here. I haven't seen Rube in a minute. What's up, Rube? Great to have you back. Rube's always here, you know, in the after party, but actually being here during the show. All right, welcome. Great to see you. But today's I mean, it's not going to have no effect on you guys or the show itself, but it is interesting for me because normally at this point, my younger son would be here, and my older son and the sisters and all that, they'll come, they'll hang out, they'll visit. Sometimes they'll stay a couple days, but the little guy's like always here. But last night, when my ex came to pick up the kids, my older son fell asleep, and we couldn't wake him up. So he spent the night. So he's in there sleeping right now. the older one. So the younger one, he went home. So that's a little opposite of what I'm used to in the morning. So now him, he's really good about like, hey, when Dad's working, he's doing his show, we don't want to bother him. The little guy, he wants to be on the show. In case you guys haven't noticed, he'll be sitting right here. Hey guys, what's up? Which is cool, but just different personalities, different ideas. So that's that. But this weather kills me because I always want to do stuff with them. Last week, I took the little guy to the beach and we went swimming. That was a lot of fun. And, we got the park down the street, and then a lot of times we'll end up going to the park and stuff. But when it's like either rainy and hot or just nasty hot, like it just seems like when they actually are here and we're at a position where we can go out and do something, the weather doesn't allow it. I mean, we go out and we do stuff, just not anywhere near as often as I would like right now because the weather has been non-cooperative. But it's all good. We have a great time. A lot of like Uno and Monopoly and stuff like that, which is cool because we get the family together at the table, all doing something together as a family. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Say hi to the big guy. All right, I will. Hey, everybody, doing the neutron dance. See, we were watching Beverly Hills Cop last night, and then he fell asleep during the movie, so he never got to see it. I forgot how good the soundtrack to that movie was. Like, obviously, everyone knows the song Axel F. But it's like every song in that movie was like a big smash hit in the 80s. Yeah. What happened to Brian Piccolo? I changed the jersey every day. You guys didn't notice that? I had Buckus up there, then I had Brian Piccolo up there, then I had Walter Payton up there, and I got Brian Urlacher up there. Yeah. Paul Cohen says, yo, my peeps, you hood? All right. Highway Star. No, not yet. I mean, yes, I checked my email. The answer to your question is no, not yet. And I was asking you if you could send me tracking information so that I could get and see where it's at. Because it ain't here. I know that. Let's see. Anyway, guys. Oh, well, no, you know what? I haven't seen it, but that's what made me think to watch it. Because we're always like, oh, what movie are we going to watch tonight? Like, we call it movie night, but usually it's any night that the kids are here at night, we watch a movie. We do movie night. So, like, what are we doing for movie night tonight? I'm like, well, I know there's a new Beverly Hills Cop movie, and you guys never even saw the original. So, showed up Beverly Hills Cop, which, again, it didn't, they didn't get to see the whole thing, which is, fine because I haven't seen that movie in a long time. And there are a couple scenes that I forgot about that might be a little bit inappropriate, at least for the little guy. But, it is what it is. Eddie Murphy, man. We love Eddie Murphy. He's funny. He's still got it. He turned out to be a great actor, too, How many of these comedic actors start getting dramatic roles or more serious type roles, and they're actually good at it? It's good for nostalgia, and it has the same soundtrack. Oh, a lot of great songs. King Stu 2000, good morning all. Good morning to you, King Stu. Great to see you on this beautiful Hump Day Wednesday morning. All right. I said it. Said it and forget it. XLF. Oh, the movie XLF is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not against the idea of seeing it. I just haven't seen it yet. And that's, again, why I thought it'd be cool to go back and watch the originals, getting in preparation for that. Probably the best example of me missing something that when a new movie that I just by pure coincidence lucked out on. And I told the story here when it happened. When Dune came out, the new Dune, I didn't see it in the theater. And then it became an HBO Max exclusive. And at that time, I didn't have HBO Max. And then COVID hit, and then it delayed the release of part 2 for years. And then finally, last year, was it last year or was it the beginning of this year? It was within the last months or whenever they released Dune 2. But at that point, I was living in Florida, and I was going to the movie theater every Tuesday because they had $5 Tuesdays. And I was using, hey, Keebler's here. What's up? Let's see. Hey, Hez, do a rainy day watch of all 3 Beverly Hills Cops movies. And then, or you'll be lost watching part 4. Okay. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea because it is a crappy rainy day today. Oh, that's Keebler. That's a good idea. Have a Axel Foley marathon. Watch all 3 Beverly Hills Cop movies. Yeah. But so yeah, what happened with the Dune thing was I use what do I use to buy my movie tickets? Fandango. And every so many tickets, I think it's every 5, you get a $5 discount. And since I was only going on $5 Tuesdays, that turned into every 5th movie I saw was a free movie. So it was definitely worth it. So I was going every Tuesday, and at least once a month, basically, I'd get a free movie. So anyway, when Dune 2 came out, because it had been years since Dune 1 came out, the week before it came out, they did a re-release just for that 1 week of the original new Dune movie. So for me, it worked out because I had never seen it. I got to see part 1 in the theater, and then a week later, part 2 in the same theater. It worked out perfect. But that particular theater was pretty great because they had certain things that they did, like on Halloween. I got to see the original John Carpenter movie Halloween on Halloween in a theater on the big screen. And then a couple of weeks later, around Christmas time, they did the same thing with The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, yes, yeah, like they would do that. Just have these old movies that they put out, movies that I never got to see on the big screen. Also, Jaws' 50th anniversary is coming up, and I know there's going to be theaters out here somewhere that are going to be showing it. And that's another one that I never got to see on the big screen. Yeah, I've seen it 4,000 times, but never in a theater, Obviously, it's not the same as seeing it when it was new and the whole audience is in there going crazy because they've never seen anything like that before. But still, just the experience of seeing it the way it was meant to be seen. They already announced Beverly Hills Cop 5. Ugh. Parson 1122, what's up? Good to see you. Great to have you here. Thank you, Highway Star. We did that. We saw Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th at a midnight show. Yeah. See, I love it when the theaters put out old movies that you've never get to see in a theater, either because they came out before you were born or just at the time, you weren't able to make it for whatever reason. And let's see, what are some other? I'm trying to think of other movies that I've done that with. I'm usually pretty good about seeing movies when they're new, especially when I was a kid growing up. Every week, my dad would take me and my brother to the movies. Like whatever was showing, he didn't care. That's what we did. Every Friday we would go to the show. That's what they always called it. Hey, we got to go to the show. We got to go to the show. Hello, all. Movie Talk today, 11 Electric Eye 28. No, today isn't meant to be just a movie talk day, but I was doing the intros. I was like, hey, happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? And then I started talking about the fact that last night I watched Beverly Hills Cop with the kids, Well, see, it was a whole story because we didn't really get to watch it, and my son fell asleep and all that. But anyway, the point was, once I said that, people were like, hey, did you know there's a new Beverly Hills Cop movie? And then we started talking about that, which led us into old movies, which blah, 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 and then going down the rabbit hole of talking about movies. So, yeah. My son went to camp at the camp they filmed Friday the 13th at. Oh, wow. That's okay. That's amazing. My son and I used to watch every Friday after work. I'll tell you what, there's certain traditions, like we try to always watch Jaws on the 4th of July because it takes place on the 4th of July. Just past the 4th, and Jaws' 50th anniversary is coming up, so it's a big Jaws time right now for us. Of course, whenever, I mean, it's just a tradition. Whenever there's a new Godzilla movie, we got to see that because it's Godzilla. I got 2 boys. It's Godzilla. What are you, nuts? But yeah, there's certain things, obviously, certain movies that you watch. Nightmare Before Christmas. Another one around Halloween time we always watch as a family is in The Little Shop of Horrors. That's always good stuff. Always good stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Because, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start the show. And since Little Chihuahua and Highway Star are here, why don't we take a look at Little Chihuahua, My Tiny Chihuahua Life's first attempt at doing a reaction to a Frauditor video. A video. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody's talking about Back to the Future. Look out. I had 2 friends who went to see Back to the Future on October 26, 1985, the day that he actually went back in time in the movie. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I dig that. I dig that. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what My Tiny Chihuahua Life has for her first Frauditor reaction video. She hasn't done a reaction yet, so it's going to be very interesting to see. But hold on, because my computer is not cooperating with me once again. Because that's how my computer rolls. It gets all messed up. Break your toes when it falls on them, which really hurts. And by the way, the Cheeky Monkey's here. All right. Jaws is the best movie of all time, especially the scary part where the head is in the boat. Yeah, that always gets everybody the first time you see it. That's like the jump scare part. That's a fact. Oh my goodness gracious me. Who doesn't like Jaws is Ray. Her and I had a long discussion about Jaws once. He's like, it's a shark. It's a big fish. A big fish comes, you kill the fish. Like, I don't get it. I'm like, no, it's the story, the character development of it's a fish. You kill the fish. What's the big deal? I'm like, oh. Anyway, she's not here to give her opinion, and it's not my place to give her opinion. But I love her so much, and God bless her, and of course Maggie. We're gonna do the cupcake dance at 7:20, as always. And everyone else, Cool Clearwater. I hope you're doing well, buddy. He was here yesterday morning. I got an email from Jung when he had some issues, so he had to leave. He had to drop early, but God bless him, and all of my thoughts and prayers with everyone. All you guys, anyone who's going through any kind of suffering or anything right now. Of course, we're always here for you. The Rash family, we really do love you guys. I love you guys for real. Legit. Let's go with the show. Don't you know? Hip hip hurrah. Woohoo. I don't know, man. It's early in the morning. I just woke up. Give me a break. It's Wednesday. Lisa Alcazar's here. What's up? Oh, dagnabbit. You see, you're dragging me back down the rabbit hole of movie talk. You can't. If you want to talk about a movie that has some Moby Dick type stuff in it, how about a straight remake of Moby Dick? It's called The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II. Even to the extent that Khan's last words are exactly the same as Ahab's last words. I mean, that's awesome. Becca, what's up? All right, on with the video.
Live here. I thought I'd do something a little fun today. My first Frauditor reaction video. So be patient with me and let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Just something new I'm trying, so let's see what happens. This is from a Frauditor called Eagle Nick. So let's see what happens with this douche canoe.
Morning, Eagle Nick fellas. We're outside and we have a police officer.
Of course, you always point out that there are police around. So, very observant. Let's see what happens.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? Oh, we a funeral. So are you here for the funeral or are you here for the man with the camera?
I have no idea. They call in about you. Is that what it is?
If you're here about a cop,
They're probably here because someone who has nothing better to do with their life is out there with the camera and bugging everybody for YouTube clicks and views.
oh, are you here about a suspicious person?
Well, I'm here about somebody cursing and yelling.
I saw a suspicious person. There was this guy came out the other door there. He was 3 foot tall, 6 foot wide. He had 2 noses, and he was sparking lasers. If you see him, I would look out.
That's a pretty amazing description, right?
Yes, sir. That's why he won't be hard to find.
Right.
Well, you're not hard to find either. Just find someone who's got nothing better to do with their life, and we got you. So just have to do better.
You know anything about what's going on in there?
Yes, sir. I'm doing a return third visit on my first one.
A return third visit. Okay, like you can't take care of everything you got to do online? Why not? It's easier. You don't have to record your interactions, but you've already proven, you frauditors, that you have to record your interaction when going online is just as good.
Audit?
Yes, sir.
That's all it is. I don't answer questions other than that.
All right.
Can I get your name and badge number since you engaged me?
Yes, sir. Officer Cruz, badge number 604.
Thank you, sir.
Give 1 second. Make sure everything.
We have another one. Sir, I've got the video right here. I can show you. You ain't got to go nowhere. I can show you right here. I'll show you my audit.
Okay, if you
I
don't
did
mind.
an audit. I will. I audited on February 9th. I came back on.
Okay, so you're going to show them your audit. Pick and choose, pick and choose. That's all you're going to do. You're going to pick out what suits your narration. So, strike.
On Valentine's Day and gave our tyrant postmaster 1 rotten rose.
You weren't in here cursing at the end.
No, sir, I do not curse. I give the same respect it's given to me. Have I cursed you, sir?
Hey, how you
Good morning, sir. How you doing? May I get your name and badge number?
doing? Bishop.
Don't get so close on me, sir. You do not have to get on top of me.
You're right. You're right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's got to get up on you because you refuse to back up. You never, ever, ever do what the officer tells you. Because
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 10 gifted Frauditor Follies memberships. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. That's amazing. Here you go. All right. Yes. In fact, that's so big, I'm going to give you double trouble. All right, how about a triple dipple? Okay, how about a quadruple poople? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Cinco, stinko. I don't know, man. Penta, menta. Thank you so much. All right, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. By the way, Cheeky Monkey's here. Script Cat is here. Becca's here. Griffey's here. Awesome. Look at this. We've got, who's this? Kevin Omega at the XZ Arcade. Whoop, whoop. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Mole the holes in the house. What's up? Yeah. Good morning, all. Good morning to you. All right. Anyway, back to the video.
Because you say you know the laws better than they do. You don't. That's why they go through years or months of academy training to deal with douche canoes like you, although they shouldn't have to.
Sir.
So here's the situation, okay?
Sir, the situation is I'm standing here with a camera. I'm doing a continuation of my First Amendment audit, which is protected under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
You're right.
Yes, sir, I know it is. I've been through it. I audited them on the night.
Let me explain to you.
I've not been cursing.
Your constitutional right to the First Amendment does not mean that you can disrupt.
I was not disrupting. I was off the side.
Yes, you were disrupting. You were keeping people from doing their business. The First Amendment only gives you rights up to a certain degree. So now you've got to make it fit your narrative, and it's not. So let's see what else this fine officer has to say. Maybe he'll set you straight.
Time, sir.
You were
I've got the video right here. No, sir.
So, post office has asked for you to be trespassed from this location. So you understand what that means. So, being trespassed from this location, if you return, you will then go to jail for criminal trespass.
Okay, let me state this, sir. If I am trespassed from public property,
You are trespassed.
if I am trespassed from public property, that is a violation of my constitutional rights, and I will sue. Sir, this is the public. Sir, can I get your name and badge number?
Constitutional right is that being trespassed.
I am performing a First Amendment protected activity, which is freedom of the press.
Okay. Freedom of the press.
Yes, sir.
You're now trespassing the post office. So if you do not leave, you will then go to jail for criminal
I will when I'm done with my story, which will be any time now.
You were
But
asked.
like I said,
Okay, you frauditors always say you'll leave whenever you get done with your story or in a few minutes, which we know will never happen. So why you even say that? We know you're going to just stick around, cause a fuss, and get arrested. Why don't y'all just let it go and I have no words for these guys.
said, sir.
You have been asked to leave.
Yes, sir.
All right. So once you've been asked to leave, you've been trespassed from this location. You don't.
I believe there's supposed to be paperwork. There's not supposed to be paperwork with that.
Do you have an ID so then we can?
I do not answer questions. That is my Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate myself. Fourth Amendment, I do not have to identify myself.
Apparently, you don't understand the Fifth Amendment because the Fifth Amendment doesn't have anything to do with presenting.
Fourth Amendment says I do not have to present ID.
Wrong. That is, and they have no right to search you under the Fourth Amendment, but that is not require, or that does not include ID, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think it is. So, strike two.
All right. Hey, so far so good. This is wild. It's very interesting watching your first commentary video. And I appreciate it. You're doing a good job. But one of the things, like, you always want to try and double down on when you're doing the Fourth Amendment bit is specifically the fact that the Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable search and seizure. That specific word, unreasonable, is the part that the frauditors always kind of skip over, and the soft sits, all of them, right? Because their definition of an unreasonable is anything. There is no such thing as reasonable in their head. And that's the problem. The Fourth Amendment means that you can't take my ID. No, it means that I cannot unreasonably demand your ID. But me asking you for it isn't unreasonable. So that's the problem. It isn't whether or not it allows the ID. It's they're not allowed to unreasonably search or seize whatever. That doesn't mean they can't, but it has to be a reasonable request saying, look, you're trespassed from this building. We want to get your ID so we know whose name to put on the trespass. That's not an unreasonable request. But a frauditor's world, that's absolutely unreasonable. No way, you're violating my rights. And I love the fact that these guys are always saying, I'm going to sue you for violating my rights. How many times have we seen a lawsuit actually succeed that way? I have seen, and again, there's no blanket statement that's absolutely true. Like no one has ever had a lawsuit that went through. But most of them, either there's something else that went on that actually legitimately was something that had nothing to do with the nonsense they were spouting in the video. Just like so many of these cases where these guys say, see, I won because they're admitting they violated my rights. And then you read the actual case and it's like, oh, the case was dismissed because the cop that pulled the guy over wasn't in court to testify against him. It has nothing to do with his arguments or the nonsense he's spouting in the video. But of course, they sell it to their fans like that. Amagansett Press with his big lawsuit at the beginning, which kind of kicked this whole thing off and was his way of proving to the world, see, you can just do this and then sue everybody and get a big payout. So there are examples, but most of the time it's go away money. It's like it's cheaper for us to just give you a few bucks and tell you to get the hell out of here than it is to actually go after this stuff. But I've never seen anyone actually win that kind of a lawsuit on the merits of it. Because if they did, like I said, if your civil rights actually were legitimately violated, then you'd be able to get a pro se attorney or a pro se attorney. See, these sovereign citizens got me nuts. A free attorney, pro bono attorney, if it was a legitimate violation of your rights, they'd be lined up around the block. They're chopping at the bit to get their hands on a nice, juicy, easy win like that. It'd be so easy to get that money. Then how come it ain't happening? Because they're not violating your rights. You better bring douche canoes. Hey. Yeah, Regan, but see? These slime balls steal taxpayers' money. And that's the other thing. And I've actually had this conversation with Rogue Nation. It's like, so you talk about wasting taxpayers' money, yet your goal in life is to steal taxpayer money, because if they pay a lawsuit, and if you get a lawsuit and they pay it, where's that money coming from? It's coming from our tax dollars. Oh, now screw the taxpayers because the money's going to you. When the money's going to the cops or the politicians, how dare you steal money from the poor, sweet, innocent taxpayers? But when the money's going to you, screw the taxpayers. I don't care about them. Give me the money. And then they wonder why we think their only real motivation is the money. How about the evidence that we see in every single one of their videos points to the fact that these guys are not legit? If any Frauditor fans are out there wondering how come we think that they're all full of BS, it's because we watch their videos. And we see it's nothing but BS. The evidence clearly shows that they're bungholes, intentionally to be bungholes. Ikiss is here. What's up? Show me the money. Yes. And that's a big part of the problem, too. As long as this keeps happening and these guys keep getting paid, they're going to keep doing it because that's all about the money. Are they getting laws? Are they actually getting laws changed? Yeah. They're getting laws that are actually restricting our right to record even more. Thanks a lot, douche canoes. All they're actually getting out of what they do is paid. And that's why they keep doing it. The only actual change that I've seen, and what's funny is that these two individuals in particular, Long Island Audit and audit them are always flexing about all the positive change they're making in the world. Now, of course, I just realized something. Kevin Omega, the first time I saw your name earlier today, I glanced real quick. I thought it was Kenny Omega, the pro wrestler. I'm sorry. Frauditor, I don't do it for the money. Frauditor getting demonetized. I'm going to need to take a break from uploading. Yep. Yes, exactly. But anyway, okay, so what, like, this auditing thing's been going on for a few years now, right? So what actual change have we seen these guys create? Like, in real life, actual change. Well, let's see. The ultimate result of what they've done that's making the world a better place and increasing our freedom. All right? So let's see. What have they done? Oh, wait a minute. I know. Okay. So, Long Island Audit. Well, no, first of all, the biggest change that has come from auditing is Denver Metro Audits has established case law that it's illegal to film in a Social Security office. All right. That's one change that they made, that they now have established case law that's against frauditing. What else? Oh, the one that Long Island Audit always brags about, the big, huge change that has increased our freedom so much. I can sleep so much more comfortable at night knowing that Long Island out there is out there doing the good work. He got the mayor of Berwyn to take a piece of paper that was taped to the wall off the wall. Audit them is also a great hero because everywhere he goes, he gets them to take pieces of paper and tape them to the wall. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the kind of stuff that our frauditors are out there doing to make our lives better and more free. They're getting people to either take pieces of paper off the wall or to put more pieces of paper up on the wall. What a victory. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy they're out there doing this stuff. We got $2 million from Griffey. Super slapped that no good frauditor News Now Voodoo. What? Why do you want me to get slapped? What did I do to you? Oh, it's you. Ah, crap. Ah. Here's your happy dance, Griffey. All right. Thank you so much. Chef M80's in the house. Timo, I don't remember if I said hello to you earlier. Yes. Signs everywhere. Signs. Well, you see, that's the irony of it. And why I use those two as examples, because they love to flex over the results. They like to point to the actual results that they're getting. It's like, I went into a place that had a sign on the wall, and I got them to take that sign down and then audit them. The exact opposite. I went to a place and they were not prominently displayed. So I had them print the stuff out and tape it to the wall. Yes, victory for freedom. Yeah. All right. We got paper taped to a wall. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. The world's a better place now. Hey, what's up, News Now Enemy? Hey. But then the other thing that these guys are doing, like if you were to listen to Casey Camera Boy and Impact Media and Mr. Ghost and Lizard Media and all of these other frauditors, especially the California crew, if the world was the world they wanted, they would increase our freedom. They would increase our rights by making it so that no one's ever allowed to open their shades, open their blinds, or leave their homes unless you put on a burqa or something, a complete disguise from head to toe before you walk out the door. You're not free to just, like, I can't just, like, go to the store. Nope. I have to hide and completely cover myself from head to toe. That's the more free society these guys are fighting for. And if you don't do that, then if you got an idiot filming you, recording your business, not minding their own business, doing the exact opposite, recording other people's business, if you're trying to do what you're trying to do, and these guys are filming you, and you have the audacity to use the First Amendment to speak words to them, and those words happen to be, please don't put me on your footage, bam, you're getting punished for saying those words. They're going to publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel. Maybe they'll pepper spray you. Maybe they'll bash your skull open. Heck, these days we got frauditors straight up shooting people. Why not? You don't want to be filmed? You're dead. Screw you. I'm filming you whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, I'm going to humiliate you. I'm going to destroy your career. I'm going to destroy your life. I might even just take your life. Screw it. They don't care. As long as they're still getting paid for posting those videos, they're happy. Let's get back to the video, guys. And again, for those of you just joining us, this is my tiny Chihuahua's life, my Chinese Chihuahua's tiny life. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Jason Gutterman, my tiny Chihuahua life's first attempt at a Frauditor video, Frauditor reaction video. By the way, Highway Star, if you're still listening, I got your email. I checked it out. And it is scheduled to arrive this afternoon. So that's all good. All right, here we go.
Fifth Amendment says I don't have to say nothing.
All right. So here's the situation. Obviously, you need to go back and refresh your memory.
Well, I'm not on a game show. I don't care about the situation.
You've been asked to leave.
I will, sir.
Now you're trespassing. You understand that?
I understand what you think it means.
Okay.
I would like to know how you think that you can trespass somebody from public property.
Okay.
You can be trespassed from public property if you are asked multiple times to leave. Because if not, then you are harassing. My goodness, what a crazy douche canoe we have here today.
The post office does not own this, sir. I done had to run in when I audited on February the 9th with our postmaster. I had 2 police officers come up.
And now, because you've been threatening,
I've not made no threats. I got it right here. Okay, look, sir.
you said threatening.
You're making false statements, and so is whoever said I made a threat. I got it all right here. The camera don't lie.
But, so now you've been trespassing.
People do.
Okay, back to that statement, the camera don't lie. No, the camera does not lie. But the douche canoe behind the camera does and makes it fit his narrative. Oh, boy. The stuff we have to deal with these douche canoes.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir. I understand that.
Do you understand it?
I understand that. I understand that. Yes, sir. I understand that I'm having my constitutional rights violated,
You've been trespassing.
and I will leave. And sir, I'd like to thank you for your service. And listen, sir, when I go, listen, stop. I would like to say something before you take off, sir. I will be at the up here at the City Hall on the 19th to meet with the chief again. I've done made it, sir. You have a blessed day.
Okay, have a blessed day coming from a Frauditor. Like that's going to happen. We all know that they're going to do what they want to do, and no one's going to be able to convince them otherwise.
So I call it trespass. Can't trespass unless you don't know their name, dumbass. Three damn cops for one man with a camera.
One douche canoe with a camera that we don't know if you have a pew-pew, we don't know what your intentions are. For all we know, you could be trying to disrupt business and possibly cause a scene and possibly get injured. We don't know.
Oh, he's parked on the side over there. We have been officially trespassed, but we will not leave until they are gone.
Okay, more harassing. If you're trespassed, that is your cue to leave. No ifs, ands, or buts. But keep going. What they call FAFO. F around and find out. You'll probably be wearing some pretty nice silver bracelets by the end of the day. Just saying.
We're gonna go get this car number. So we can get his tag. Get the car number. This is Eagle Neck Audits. And I didn't know it was gonna come to this, but that's how it is.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video right there. This douche canoe apparently has gone back to the same post office for a third time, trying to cause a scene and hold our government accountable, which the post office is a non-public, and the sidewalk in front and behind all around the post office going to the entrance is not public. It is limited. So anyway, this guy didn't get arrested, so we all know what's going to happen. He's going to go right back to the same place and probably bug him again. So anyway, this is little Chief of my tiny Chihuahua life. This was my first reaction video, so I hope I did a good enough job. I might do more if I get some positive comments and see what happens in the next one. So until next time, my tiny Chihuahua life out. Love yous.
All right. Round of applause for my tiny Chihuahua's life. And not bad for a very first attempt at a Frauditor reaction video. Hey, you know what? So far, so good. Keep up the good work. Hopefully over time, you'll start getting, oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we've been invaded. Uncle Arty. Oh, man. I thought after last weekend, see, for those of you who don't know, on the 4th of July weekend, I went to the bar. Uncle Arty didn't know about this. In fact, maybe I should shut up. Anyway, you find anything wrong? Probably blamed Cripple Cat. It was me. Anyway, play it or I'll flush all your cheese curds down the toilet. See, he knows I'm back in Wisconsin now. Well, Last Squirrel is saying, hey, he should play the Bobs first. All right, let's see what Uncle Arty got in his new videos here. Let's check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we love Uncle Arty's Bar Girls Stupidity. Great for the show. One of the craziest shows I ever did. For those of you who are new to the channel, for a while, I had a Saturday show going. See, in fact, because it's 7 o'clock, so at 7:20, I always do, we call it the cupcake dance. Frauditor News Network. Her real name's Maggie. That's not a secret. She's always said it. Great friend of the channel, friend of mine, like real life personal friend of mine. Love her to death. She's a great person, wonderful human being. She's having some serious medical issues right now. She just had some major surgery. She's recovering. she was my co-host on my Saturday show. So since she just can't do it anymore, and I am back here with my kids on the weekends all the time, it just made the Saturday show impractical. I just couldn't do it regular anymore. I'll still pop up once in a while when I can, but for now, just it being a regular thing with me and her is not a show anymore. But when it was one of the craziest episodes we ever had, I had Uncle Arty and Graham from the Graham and Bob show as my guests at the same time. And those two going at it, oh, forget it. It was a madhouse. It was awesome. Almost as crazy as when I had Frauditor Comedy Show Blackheart Night as News Now Dumbass. Oh, man, some of those Saturday shows were absolutely off the rails, insane. Great times. But anyway, let's see what Uncle Arty is. Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. Yes, sir. Who also, I mean, all of you guys, great supporters of the show. Love you guys so much. Uncle Arty, of course, huge supporter of the channel. Graham from the Graham and Bob show. All of you guys. Oh my, I can't even keep up with how awesome you guys are. And do we have a chili court thing today? People are talking about something from our Nevada judges coming up. That's got to be chili, right? Oh, crippled cat's in danger. Uh-oh. See, I knew there was something going on. Dag nabbit. Let's see. Let's see what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't support your channel. I've tried to ruin it. Yeah, by making me show your videos. I don't ruin anyone's channel. We should do another one. What happened to the snafu? I would love to plan another Saturday show out just, for fun. Not, obviously not regular, but let's see what's going on with Putin.
Сегодня еще раз обращаюсь ко всем гражданам России. Благодарю вас за выдержку, сплоченность и патриотизм. Эта гражданская солидарность показала, что любой шантаж, попытки устроить внутреннюю смуту обречены на провал. Повторю, была проявлена высочайшая консолидация общества, исполнительной и законодательной власти на всех уровнях. Твердую, однозначную позицию поддержки конституционного порядка заняли общественные организации, религиозные конфессии, ведущие политические партии. Фактически все российское общество. Всех объединило и сплотило главное – ответственность за судьбу Отечества. Подчеркну, с самого начала событий незамедлительно были приняты все необходимые решения по нейтрализации возникшей угрозы, по защите конституционного строя, жизни и безопасности наших граждан. Вооруженный мятеж в любом случае был бы подавлен. Организаторы мятежа, несмотря на утерю адекватности,
For more awesome content, like and subscribe. Do it now, or I'll hunt you down. Smash like, subscribe.
All right. Round of applause for Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. I love you guys. Oh, man, you make this so much fun. Ooh, you make mornings fun. Oh, no. Probably my least favorite song on Rumors. I don't know, man. Is that on Rumors? Yeah. It's not a bad song, but, when you're talking about all of the, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. Or Silver Springs. Oh, man. I don't want to know who time casts a spell on you so you won't forget me. Let's see. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting into music. Let's keep the show going. I wanted to show. Oh, wait, what do we got? We got 15 minutes until the cupcake happy dance. Let's see. Do I got a quick little 15-minute video I could show in between? Or maybe we can filibuster. Talk about, I don't know. What were we going to talk about? Fleetwood Mac. Let's see. Well, actually, you know what? I'll throw out the cupcake happy dance right now, because again, she's still recovering and all that now. Normally, the 7:20 time slot was based on the fact that her and I had this thing all set up, where no matter if she was in the chat or not, we knew that every day at 7:20 she would be watching the show, looking for the happy dance, and then usually afterwards, if she was in here, she'd say "Ole" at the end, and then we knew she saw it. But lately, you know, she hasn't been here, but we still do it because we still love her, and we never know. She might be watching maybe in a place where she can't comment. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, out of love and respect for the one and only Frauditor News Network, it's time for the cupcake happy dance. Let's get those cupcake emojis in the chat. Let's go. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. Oh, I'm busted. He changed the men's and women's restroom signs. I slipped. I switched them. Hey, Methodist Davis here. What's up? We love cupcake. Yes, yes. Kevin Omega, anytime I hear "Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow," I think of that episode of The Simpsons when Bart's on ADHD medication and steals a tank. Yes. Yep. And then in the end, he's like, if I can't stop fiddling, I'll just take my Ritalin. Oh, no. Let's see. All right. Anyway, we all love cupcake. Look at that. We got those cupcakes. Yes, cupcake. Yes, cupcake. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Excellent. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and check out the new video by the Lucid Dream. All right. Never let down. So far, so good. Lucid Dream's been kicking butt. Let's go.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and today we are going to be taking a look at a video that has been on my to-do list for quite a while now, and I keep overlooking it. This is another channel that all he does is film private businesses in order to get a reaction. That's it. So no government accountability. He doesn't even really interact with the police. All he does is film private businesses. He calls himself the Human Wildlife Project. First and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hi, sir. Could you please not film us? Why are you filming us? It's just a little bit uncomfortable while you're working out. Thank you. Could you not film us? Can I ask you why you're filming? Sir, I really don't want to have to call, but it's not appropriate to film people. That's a little strange. Okay.
Great, get your phones ready.
We are going to jump ahead quite a ways because all he does is stand in one spot and zooms in on the ladies doing yoga for a very long time. And, I will say this one thing. I do think the yoga studio put actual walls in. Like, this entire front window doesn't need to be a window. It is a little strange because you are going to have creeps like this that do crap like this. It's kind of an invitation for creeps. So to the yoga studio, if you ever hear this, fix that. It does not change the fact that this guy is a massive douchebag for what he's doing.
So happy, dude. Excuse me. Everyone is asking, what are you doing? Groups have pets.
Yeah, sir, it's not appropriate. I have called the police. They're going to come in and talk with you, but it's really making everyone uncomfortable. Can I ask you why you're filming or why you think it's appropriate? Anything I can help you with? All right. Please leave us alone. It's really not okay. This is a private business. People are not comfortable with being filmed while they're working out. Sorry. No, we're trying to get him to stop filming, actually. He's filming people as they work out. It's really quite inappropriate. You can film my face. I'm fine with that. We can just wait here for the police. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. Am I making you uncomfortable now? Wonder how that feels. Thanks. Hope you're getting my good angles. What's your interest in filming people as they're exercising? I don't think people like you filming them when they're trying to go about their day. It's not appropriate. I think it's telling that you're covering your face because you're uncomfortable being recognized when you're expecting everyone else to be okay with being filmed. Why do you feel it's appropriate to film people as they're exercising? I was just getting a photo of you since you have all this nice footage of me. You should probably ask these gentlemen and see if they're comfortable being filmed. I would assume not. I've already asked him to stop filming. He shouldn't be filming our business as people are exercising. So I was saying you probably similarly may not want to be filmed by a random stranger.
What do you guys say? Like doing a report or something?
No, he's not with us. I work here, and he started filming people without their consent in our building. And that's him to leave. So, and you want to help me to encourage him that it's not appropriate to film random strangers.
Okay, I am very confused on why there are naked men walking down the sidewalk. I have no idea what's going on right now.
All right. So, um, Lucid Dream said that she's been sitting on this footage for a while. I have covered this footage before, but not from her perspective. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Lucid Dream breaks this down. But if you guys haven't seen this before, what's coming up with these two guys that just walked up to them, it doesn't get crazy, but it gets crazy. There's a line that doesn't get crossed, but it's about to, yeah, these guys don't appreciate being filmed on too much. And they're definitely not going to be quiet about it.
Hi guys, nice to meet you.
What's up, about 20 years younger, I'm knocking over that car right now.
Get the fuck. Stop.
Don't hit him, man. I'll knock you out. Don't hit him.
Don't fucking.
Don't hit him. Just keep moving. You are such a dumbass.
I like the way, like, wait, no, not this one. The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, yeah, playing copywritten music. The thing I love the most about people playing copywritten music to stop a frauditor, all that does is make it so that you can't monetize the video without copyright, right? So if they're trying to expose the corruption of these vicious, evil government workers who don't bend over backwards to be slaves to any random idiot with the camera, they're going to expose the fact that these public servants are too busy serving the public to stop serving the public and doing what we pay them to do whatever the frauditor wants instead. Forget your job, forget what we pay you to do, and just serve me because I'm the one holding the camera. The other 50 people in the office waiting for service, screw them. They don't matter. Only the guy holding the camera matters. But it can't be the guy holding the camera because then you're a back and a Karen. So it has to be the frauditor. Everybody else in the world could just die. Only the frauditor matters. So anyway, you play music. That doesn't stop them from getting that footage. But it stops them from getting monetized. Another piece of evidence that proves that we're right when we say they don't care about any of the things that they claim to care about, and they only care about money. Because if you play copywritten music, they scream and cry, prior restraint, prior restraint. You're engaging in prior restraint. No, they're not. They're listening to music. Your camera picks it up. That's your fault for recording. They're in a public place. They want to play their music in a public place. Guess what? They can. It's their First Amendment right. Why not? Everything is your First Amendment right. So why not? Literally everything you do. Oh, the First Amendment says I can do it. Why? Because I'm holding a camera. So if I'm holding a camera and there's music coming out of it, then I'm in my First Amendment, right? I can do whatever I want because I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity while I'm doing it. These guys are insane.
So I had to go do some research and find out why exactly there were naked men walking down the street in broad daylight. And apparently it's just San Francisco. There are areas of the city that just have very relaxed ordinances on public nudity. And, it's weird, but okay. And not my cup, not my cup of tea. Not something I necessarily agree with, but that's for another video. These two guys are not having any of it, though. I do find it a little savage that he is threatening him with cigarette burns. But at the same time, they are trying to protect the women in the yoga studio. This guy is being a creep, and they're trying to get him away. But that.
Get on your fucking way, man. No, don't touch him, dude.
The cops come, the cops come.
Oh, wait a minute. Society Red. Didn't you know? See, I've watched enough Frauditor videos that I finally learned what they're trying to teach us. I didn't know stalking and harassing women was a First Amendment protected activity. No. This is the thing. This is what people on our side don't seem to understand. So let me try to explain it to you, okay? If you're filming, if you pull your camera out and film, that the filming in and of itself is a First Amendment protected activity. If you are engaged in a First Amendment protected activity, then you can do anything because you're engaged in a First Amendment protected activity while doing it. See, so it's not that the stalking and the harassing is covered under the First Amendment. The filming is. And since he's engaged in filming while stalking and harassing the women, you can't do anything about it. It's legal because I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. Therefore, I can do anything I want while I'm filming it. So all you got to do is just film yourself doing any damn thing you want, and it's legal because you're filming it. See?
Because they're all calling on there. No, don't touch your shit. Let him touch you and I'll knock his ass out. We're done. We're done, aren't we? Child. We're done, child. Don't touch me, dude. Don't touch me. Don't do that.
Just get on your fucking way, man.
Only we have one come that could knock his ass out. You know, that would be really cool. Yeah, I really don't want to do it.
It's like basically there's someone at the dude.
Hey, y'all gonna take this one down there, man? Yeah. I gotta say, we just need one bigger person to come knock his
Can you
ass
just
out.
move that stuff down?
Or just have them
Man,
move.
Can you move it down there? Just away from all the ladies. There's a whole bunch of other space down there.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly.
It's a guide. So it's cool. Come on, man. Thank you, sir. Come on, man. I'm not even putting forth.
No.
I don't care what y'all doing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's just a little
It's
much.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Right on. Thank you.
I'm doing research for a video on incels, and I feel like this guy probably fits right in. Because who else is going to intentionally sit and just video women in a yoga studio?
But he's another big dude that he's intimidated by it. Oh, Jesus.
So fucking weird. It's so curvy, man.
You're welcome to come in. Sorry, we have this great fan installing us from
I got shit on my shoe now because of you. I feel like knocking your ass out. You know, now
Just fucking move.
you can just keep moving, or I'm going to fucking knock your ass out. Now, how's that? All right, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck's wrong with you, asshole? You gonna wait for me to leave?
Get that shit fucking away from me.
Your circle's getting smaller. Go. What makes you so ignorant? No. Now you're going to throw up. You don't shut up. Fucking ridiculous.
So I think Scriptcat was asking a minute ago what the name of the Frauditor is. Lucid Dream said it at the beginning of the video, and even though I've seen this video before, I don't remember the guy's name because it's something crazy. Like, I don't even remember what it was. I could go back and see what she said and when she said it again, but it's something like you normally the Frauditor would have already pepper sprayed these guys by now or beaten them into a pulp, or who knows, these days they just shoot people, right? But his name, it was something about like humans are like animals in a zoo, and he's just filming them, like filming the activity of, or some, it's some weird name that like something like that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, of course it's California. Of course it is. Because you wouldn't see two naked men just walking down the street downtown out here. They'd get arrested for indecent exposure. But Edward's here. What's up? Brian Showman's here. What's up? Anyone else I didn't say hello to that's still here? Welcome to the show. Somebody said something. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. It was Scriptcat asking, who's this creep? Yeah. That's what I was trying to find, was that comment. Anyway, yeah, this is this is an older one. I don't even know if this guy's still around. Hey, LaDonna Rogers is here. What's up? All right, great to see you. But like I said, Lucid Dream, even herself said at the beginning, this is an older video that she's been wanting to cover, just never got around to it. So again, we're seeing it from her point of view, see what she has to say about it. But I have been seeing more and more of this, like people like turning around on these guys. And that goes back to one of the points that I try to make again and again, that it never seems to get through nothing ever gets through their thick heads, right? But it's like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they never seem to understand or learn anything that anyone says. And it's like, when you're out there doing this, and I hurt people's feelings, well, their feelings don't trump my rights. Well, okay, fine. But you know what their feelings do? Their feelings influence the way they're going to vote when they go to the polls. And I always say this. You piss enough random people off, and a politician comes around saying, hey, I propose these laws that will make it illegal to do what these guys are doing. All of those people that you guys pissed off because you don't care about their feelings, you're going to care about their feelings a lot when they go to the polls and they vote yes for laws that actually do limit our right to film. You're creating the people that are going to stand. We, the people, are going to stand against you. Every time you do this and hurt someone's feelings, and I don't care about their feelings, you're creating another person that's going to be more than happy to do whatever they can to stop you idiots, even if they have to go to the polls and vote on laws that actually do limit our freedoms that aren't limited right now. Hank is here, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Hank? Great to see you, buddy. All right, welcome to the show. Anyway, let's get back into this and see what else is going on here with these douche canoes.
People weren't here, I'd knock your ass out. I swear to God. I would knock your ass out. You're a piece of shit, dude.
So they managed to chase him away from the yoga studio, and it is only going to get worse for this guy here very shortly. You know, he calls himself the Human Wildlife Project, insinuating that people are just animals for him to record for his own entertainment. And that in itself, to me, is disgusting. You know, and it isn't because of the recording itself, it's because of the lack of care for anybody else. It's just, I don't understand the mentality, and I never will. This guy walks up to a yoga studio filming women exercising, wearing a full-on face mask and a hood and all this other bullshit for the very simple fact he knows it's creepy, and he knows he's going to get a reaction for his video. That lack of care is what I don't understand, and I probably never will.
What are you doing with that camera? What are you doing with that camera? What are you doing with that camera?
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, what are you doing? Do with that camera. Are you walking away? What up to us filming us? Are you walking away? You're lucky my dog doesn't bite. How the fuck you are.
Won't you just get on your fucking way, man? Stop curving out on all two flipping out.
He actually dated Anita Bryant while this
How are you guys feeling? I know. How are you guys feeling like hunger?
Brother, you recording girls or what? Yeah, he's fucking. Bro, you can record, but don't record girls, bro. Hey, it's pervy, dude. You can record, bro, but don't be recording girls, bro. That's weird shit, bro. I don't care. Bro, I don't care if you're recording. I'm just telling you. Why don't you talk, bro?
No, why are you watching what?
Yeah, you can record, you don't fucking. You think about coming back.
I know.
Think about it. You're a dumbass.
Come back and I'll have to.
Yeah, well, no, he's going back now.
Yeah, we want that.
Yeah. Yeah, just take the shit. Just take it right out of his hands. Honestly, just take the shit. Just take it. You're his. No, fuck you, dude. Fucking perv.
Go. Now.
No, you can't
No,
go
you
back.
fucking pervert.
You can't go back.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you got a mic on, so they all know what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
big deal.
video recording women doing yoga, dude. That's wrong.
Yeah, you like it, don't you? You fucking motherfucker.
You know where you are? You're gonna literally get yourself fucked up here.
Yeah, you really are.
You really are.
That's what you want. Go back.
We'll just go to downtown with them.
He's gonna go back.
You're literally trying to kill yourself. You're literally trying to kill yourself. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, just break that shit. Just break that shit.
Come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Come back, dude. Here. You want me to take care?
Yeah, turn that shit around. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. I'll fuck you up. Turn that shit off. Stop recording random fucking. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off.
Fuck off.
Turn it off. Keep walking.
You know, and this is something that shows that this has absolutely nothing to do with the First Amendment, and it never did. This has to do with this man's ability to be a creep on the internet. That's all. No one had an issue with him walking around recording. It wasn't until he stopped and specifically focused on those women trying to exercise in the yoga studio through the windows, targeting them. Because if it wasn't, he would have moved on. He would have moved on to something else. But no, he did that specifically to get the reaction. And this is the reaction he got. Like the one guy said, it's pervy. Why do it? And the only response is YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see. And I will catch you on the next one.
All right. Round of applause for the one and only Lucid Dream, ladies and gentlemen. Scriptcat pointed out, I find it amusing that people in the Haight-Ashbury district are calling him pervy. That's how much of a pervert this guy is, that these guys are calling him a perv. I don't remember when you came in, Scriptcat, but at the beginning of the video, there were naked guys walking down the street, and he was filming them. And, like, nobody, like, even blinked at the fact that there were two naked men walking down the street. It was the idiot filming the women that the people were worried about. So, yeah, it's a different culture out there in California, that's for sure. Anyway, Blackheart Knight is here. What's up, Blackheart? Good to see you, as always. Brought her to watch. Oh, so many great people. I got the best fans in the world, Ding. dong, dang, a dang, nabbit, a ding, dong, dang, a ding. A ding dong dang, a ding dong dang, a ding dong dang, a lang. What? That guy that we just saw. Oh man. So yes, his name was the Human Wildlife Project. That was the name of the frauditor. I wonder if that guy's even still a thing. Let me, because this video is like the only one of his I ever saw. I've seen it before, and this was just again Lucid Dream covering it. But let's see, Human Wildlife Project. Yeah, he's still around. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it looks like every video. Yep, every video he does is him going to private businesses and filming people until they freak out. Yeah. Every one of these videos is like a fight. Wow. This guy's a scumbag beyond scum. It's amazing. Wow. It's amazing. Yeah. Some people are just horrible, rotten scumbags, slime bags, and most of them find out, that they could get paid by posting videos of themselves being antisocial, evil, heartless, soulless scumbags. Hey, that's a way to make money. So, like I say, my theory is that these people are people who are heartless, evil, nasty, rotten, no good, antisocial slime balls. They look at YouTube and they realize, hey, wait a minute. I'm a horrible, evil, rotten, no good, disgusting scumbag no matter what anyway. Well, heck, I have a camera in my pocket. Everyone does nowadays. If I film myself being a horrible, rotten, evil, no good slime ball, I could get paid to do it. All right, let's go. And all I got to do is say, oh, First Amendment. Just start randomly spotting off stuff about that I learned from watching other Frauditor videos, and I could get away with it. Maybe even make more money by suing people. Ooh, get a fat lawsuit. All right. And I get to have the fun and enjoyment and pleasure of ruining people's lives. Well, if at least ruining their day, publicly humiliating them on my YouTube channel. That's so much fun to publicly humiliate people. Oh, it makes me feel all warm and tingly inside to know that other people are suffering because of me and my actions. I love it. And then I can maybe try and get my fans to call flood them and destroy their reputation at work. Maybe even get their job shut down. Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, and if I'm having a really, really, really good day, I can make women cry. Oh, it makes me so to make women cry. I love it. It makes me smile. It makes me so happy when I make women cry. Oh, yes, because it's the only power I have in the world. But even better, when my fans call flood and they get a business shut down and they completely destroy all the lives of all the employees and the owners and everyone, yes, the more lives I destroy, the happier I am. Oh, and when I get to pepper spray random people, I might make my pants wet when I get to pepper spray people. I love it. I love it. I love it. The more people I hurt and the more damage I cause to them in their lives, especially when it's physical damage. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. Nothing gives a frauditor more pleasure than when they're able to physically injure someone by pepper spraying them or maybe bashing their head open with a tripod. Or nowadays, they just flat out shoot people. Why not? It's fun. At the very least, they get to publicly humiliate people on their YouTube channels and make women cry. Oh, they love it. It makes them feel so good. The more pain and distress and hurt feelings, because your feelings don't matter, the better for the frauditor. Now, society in general, oh no, it's an absolute nightmare having to deal with these butter brains. But then, I always try, I've been fascinated for a while now with the idea of their fans, because I know they're just idiot scumbags trying to get paid. But why do their fans support them? Why do their fans pay them? Why? So I've been fascinated with their fan base. And then I read the comments and I hear some of the things they say. And like I always say, it's like, wait a minute. They're just parroting the narrative, the false narration, the lies that the frauditor tells. These are brainwashed, lens-licking sheeple that have no minds of their own. Did you see how that lady treated that guy? How dare she? She needs to be fired immediately. We're going to call the place and we're going to tell them they need to fire that lady. How dare she behave that way? She needs her life to be destroyed. Why? Because she said, excuse me, sir, would you please not film me? Oh, the end of the world. Somebody said, please don't film me. They must be destroyed. Ruin their lives. Get them fired. Get them arrested. Pepper spray them. Anything you can. Their fans are vicious thugs. Look at the comments on their videos. Look at the comments during their live streams. Give them the sauce. Give them the sauce. Get them, get them, get them. Let's call flood that place and get them fired. Let's call them and get them fired. Let's get that lady fired. She needs to be terminated immediately. We need to ruin their lives. They love it. They're like vicious animals. And then I wonder why I freak out and I get upset. Well, these people are violent, vicious thugs. And they don't care. They don't. That's the worst part. That's the whole point, right? They don't care. And once again, this isn't just me saying this. This isn't just some weird theory. They will specifically say, I don't care about your feelings. Your feelings don't matter to my rights. I don't care, but I don't care. Right? They don't care. All they care about is money, 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 money. Money. That's not true. I don't only care about money. By the way, I'm filing some more lawsuits tomorrow. Why? Why would you file a lawsuit? What do you get if you win? Money. Oh, you don't care. How come your channel's monetized? How come if somebody plays copyrighted music, which means you can't monetize your video, you're screaming and crying about prior restraint? Because you're not going to get paid. It has nothing to do with prior restraint because you can still post a video. You just won't get paid. That's all. The people that follow Frauditors are the same ones that watch Jerry Springer show. They watch to see the fights. Yeah. That's it. They want the confrontation. They want the evil. They want the hate. They love hate. It's so bizarre because you would think those two words don't even belong in the same sentence together, but these guys love hate. It's crazy. Like, what is the exact opposite of love? Hate. So what do you love? Hate. What? They hate the cops. They hate the government. They hate we the people. And I hate the fact, I hate the fact that they always claim we the people as their backup. Your entire life is dedicated to trying to humiliate we the people on your YouTube channel. Karen, Darren, Snowflake, Bootlicker, Cambacker. You don't like being filmed? Don't leave your house. Never leave your house. Draw your shades and put on a disguise. That's how they treat we the people. We're not we're dirt. We're the crap on the bottom of their shoes. We're nothing. And it isn't fighting for the right to film. Because if it was, then there'd be no such thing as a cambacker. That would not exist. If they're fighting for the right to film, then when someone started filming them, they'd be like, yes, yes, yes. But they're not. They're like, oh, look at you, Bootlicker. Look at you, Darren. Oh, look at you, Snowflake. Look at you, Karen. Look at you, Camback. So you're not fighting for we the people. You're fighting against we the people. We the people are your victims. And their fans are in the chat. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. I love watching you guys ruin people. The more we ruin them, the better. Yay. That's a victory for freedom. We're taking away other people's freedom. We're destroying people's lives. That's what freedom's all about. So like I said last week, or maybe a few days, I don't remember, with the holiday we just had and everything, my timing's off. But I was saying then, it seems to me like when I try to dig deeper and deeper and deeper into the psychology of their fans, it starts to seem more and more to me that these are people who have antisocial, perhaps criminal minds. Like these are people who, if there were no laws, no rules, no regulations, they would be out there doing all kinds of horrible, horrible stuff. Like seriously bad things. But they can't because the law won't allow it. So it's this horrible, evil, rotten, tyrannical government holding them back from doing what they want to do, which is to destroy us. The world. They just want to see the world burn just to watch it burn. They all think they're the Joker. But in real life, this isn't a cartoon. This isn't a comic book. But since the law doesn't allow them to do that, in other words, that's the only reason they don't. So when they see these guys out there wreaking havoc, causing chaos, the arbiters of chaos are out there causing chaos to cause chaos, they love it. Because that's the world they want to live in, where anyone can just do anything and nobody can stop you. And if they say a word to you that you don't like, you punish them for speaking. That's the craziest part. I keep doubling down on that and mentioning it because out of everything, there's so much about these guys that's horrible. That's the one, to me, that is the most insane. Supposedly, all they're about is free speech unless you or I say the words, please don't film me. If those words come out of your mouth, you will be punished for it. You're not maybe, it's not possible, it's not something that they might do. No, they're not under threat of, no, you're going to be punished. They're going to publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel for having the audacity to speak those words. And yet they have the balls to call other people tyrants. You're telling me what I'm allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say, please don't film me. Now you can, on the video, say, no, you're allowed to say it. But where's the video going to end up? It's going to end up on a global platform of YouTube with my picture in the thumbnail, calling me bootlicker, calling me Karen, calling me Darren. Public humiliation. That's my punishment. You're punishing me because I said the words, please don't film me. And that's the lowest level of punishment. If you want to go, maybe you'll take it to pepper spraying me. Maybe you'll take it to trying to get my business cold-flooded, trying to get me fired. You're supposedly fighting for freedom of speech for we the people, but if we the people ask you not to film them, they've committed the cardinal sin of the universe. And the real tyrants are trying to tell us what we can say. They're trying to tell us where we can't go. We can't go outside. You don't want to be filmed by me? Then don't leave your house. Okay, so now you, Mr. Tyrant, are telling me I'm not allowed to leave my home. Thanks a lot. Unless I wear a disguise. Hurricane Hez, that's right. Okay, what's up? Okay. Preach. Yes. That's it. Exactly. It's just, it gets so frustrating because that's exactly what it is. And I always say the frauditors are more tyrants than the people they accuse of being tyrants. And then when you can't force morality on people, that's the problem. I think you're holding back. They're miserable people. Yes, they are. Exactly, Parson. You cannot force morality. And that's the thing is these guys are going out there doing these things because technically it's legal. Again, yes, because morals aren't laws. That's why the cops will always come and say, well, technically they're on the sidewalk, so they're allowed to do it. Yeah, but it's horrible what they're doing. Well, I know, but technically it's not illegal. But here's the thing. Like when I was a kid growing up, people didn't act the way these guys act. Not because it was illegal, because it was wrong. You just didn't do it. And if there was somebody who acted like that, there was always that one guy in the neighborhood that everybody knew. He comes walking down the street, they're like, shit, not this guy again. And, every once in a while, especially if he had a couple drinks in him, he'd get checked. And like every Monday, you'd see him at work and he'd have a black eye. There was always that one guy, But now, thanks to the internet, all of those one guys all can contact each other in the internet, all get to know each other, and all come together in these groups. And now that they can hide behind the cameras, well, you're not going to do anything because then I'll take the footage of you doing something to me and I'll give that to the cops and I'll have you arrested. The people who are fighting for freedom are all about taking away other people's freedom. First thing they do, call the cops. Casey Camera Boy, especially, is it Cult News? No, it's not Cult News. It's Casey Camera. I'm trying to think of, there's a couple of them now, specifically. Casey Camera Boy is one of them. I think Mr. Ghost. There's a few of them that are, freaking Media was the other one I was thinking of. These guys are hardcore bootlickers. Big time. They go out and they harass people and harass people and harass people and swear at them and call them names and, screw you, you C-word and you B-word and you A-hole and you N-word and you this and that and whatever they can say to freak you out and make you call the cops. And then the cops come, oh, hello, sir. Yes, I was just out here filming, minding my own business. Hey, nice uniform. I like your nice shiny badge. That's beautiful. Oh, what a great day. And, oh, man, you're such a nice cop. I'm glad to know you, sir. And here, let me kiss your butt as much as I possibly can. I'm just out here filming, minding my own business. I don't know what their problem is. But that's what our First Amendment audit's all about. And the cops like, yeah, okay. So it isn't even about anything anymore other than everything that we've said from the beginning. And always doubling down on saying this. Zerzu, what's up? Josh Abrams loves getting people fired. Yep. But yeah, all of this stuff, all of this nonsense from these guys is, wait a minute, is, okay, I can't see anyone else's comments. Huh. Yeah, I see you right now. That's probably a glitch on YouTube's side because I don't think, you've been with us, you've been nice. I don't think that you're blocked or anything. It's probably something on YouTube's end. Sometimes I've had comments disappear before my very eyes. I type something, hit enter, and then it pops and then it's gone. It looks like CyberX can see you. I don't know. Oh. Okay, went out. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, YouTube is just funky sometimes like that. But anyway, yes. It always seems to me so bizarre that, like, these videos, it's so clear what they're doing. It is obviously blatantly clear what these guys are doing in these videos, and yet their fans still eat it up. And the thing that really, really, really gets me about that specifically is when they lie, blatantly, flat out lie in a video, and we call them out on it, their fans will come in the comments and say, they lie because cops lie. What? What? Like, what? So when they're lying to you, their fans, when they're selling you, their fans, on a lie, when they're selling you, their fans, on a false narrative, it's okay that they're lying to you to get your money and your support and your clicks and your views. It's okay that they're lying to you to get that stuff from you, because cops lie to people sometimes. It happens. Oh, well, then in that case, hey, I need $400,000. Hook me up. You have to give it to me just because that's what you do. I mean, if they could just lie to you and you give them money, then I don't know. My grandmother's uncle's stepson's brother, sister's cousin is in the hospital. I need $4 million to save his life. Send it over PayPal. Let's go. And I know, and I'm telling you that that's a lie. But, I mean, the frauditors are obviously blatantly lying to you, and you just say, yeah, well, it's okay because cops lie sometimes. Well, cops lie sometimes, so it's okay for me to say it too, right? So go ahead, give me money. That's what's happening. But these idiots don't see that. They say, look at this freedom fighter fighting for freedom by lying to people. Yes. Well, why is that okay? Because sometimes cops lie. They're lying to you to take your money. Yeah, that's cool. Let's give them the money. And then they wonder why we call them idiots. They wonder why we call them stupid. They wonder why I call them potato brain douche canoes. Chili's humiliation is coming up pretty soon. We'll see. Their whole existence is a lie. You got to lie to fraud it, according to the one and only legend Schrodinger's cat. Jason Gutterman. What? Don't you say Jason Gutterman, you'll get sued into oblivion. Anyway, what I wanted to show next, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, let's see. How about... We haven't watched Frauditor Comedy Show in a minute. Why don't we watch the new Frauditor Comedy Show video? Oh, hey. Oh, Glenn Gutterman. Oh, no. Sorry, Hez, are you asking for money or not? That's the whole thing, Graham. I was making fun of these idiots. Oh, you heard, you know. Oh, man. All right. I'm sorry. Every once in a while, I get distracted by the chat and start reading that. And it's like, I should be doing the show, not just reading what you guys are talking about. See, that was one of the things that was really cool. And again, hey, it is what it is. I love Ray, dearly with all my heart. And, she, because of her physical condition and all that, she just can't do the morning show anymore. I completely understand that, and it's great. But it was nice when she was up here as producer, she would monitor the chat. And if there was anything I needed to know that was going on or a discussion that, she'd be like, hey, Hez, check this out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it made it to where I didn't have those situations like now where I get like, oh, let's see, what is this? Oh, hi, I'm on the air. Hey, guys, I was just reading what you were saying to each other. Oh, anyway, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. It's Wednesday, hump day. What was the question? I have no idea. Blackheart Night, what's up? 9 o'clock, I guess. So in an hour, I guess, is when Chili stuff is going to start. Chili to Castro. Oh, my gosh. Our Nevada judges. It's going to be wild, wild, wild. Let's get back to the video. No, let's start it. How about that?
People's shows in the chat room, but he hasn't done anything on camera. So I decided we're going to look at somebody else. A blast from the past. Cult news, the misogynistic king. And soon as how I said that, Wifey has decided that she wants in on this one too.
Because I want him. I'm done with him and his misogyny, and I'm pissed off.
We find our roving fake reporter at a bank. One of his favorites, because he knows he's going to get the reaction, and he's going to get it toot sweet. Do you want to say anything?
Sorry, I was caught off guard by Toot Sweet. That was something I needed, I guess.
So let's pick up with his misogyny.
Yeah, I needed the laugh before we get into it.
How's it going?
How are you?
No complaints on yourself?
Just curious what you're up to.
About 6 foot. What are you up to? I'm gonna say about 5'3".
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, no, just taking some pictures of the bank. Pictures.
You gonna do some cleaning you're doing?
No, definitely no cleaning. No clean.
Are we gonna get a new building?
I seriously doubt it.
Oh no.
I seriously doubt it. Let's just say that I am not sent here by Washington Federal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't work for Washington Federal.
But you're from around here?
No, not really, actually, no.
Gotcha.
How about you? Are you from around here?
I am.
How do you like it? How do you like Bremerton? You know that, what's his face? Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard used to live in Bremerton, went to high school in Bremerton. Fun fact. Wrote a couple of his little Scientology books in the 1930s and 40s.
I would have to say, I don't know who that is.
L. Ron Hubbard, you've heard of Scientology though, right? Scientology is like the big giant cult that like Tom Cruise belongs to, Kirstie Alley, John Travolta.
Okay.
Who else is there? I don't know. That's really the big three, I think. Yeah, Scientology. It's a crazy little cult. It's nuts.
This bag of uneaten rotten dicks would know exactly what a cult is, this former Mormon. So it's no surprise he would bring up another cult.
I just want to take a minute to remind everybody about that lovely little power and control wheel, because that's pretty much where this bag of dicks lives. He is using so many of those tactics on women, and he gets off on it. And we're sick of him.
And we want him gone toot sweet.
You got a problem with somebody outside of the camera. If you have a problem with somebody outside of the camera, you just close your blinds. It's not rocket science, man.
And there's that cult-like mentality. You can take yourself out of the cult, but you can't take the cult out of yourself. See, like a cult, he forces other people to live the life that he wants them to live. I want to put your camera there, so I'm going to make you close your blinds.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
You know who else does that? Abusers.
Oh, I was going to say Mr. Potato Head, but, I was close.
Mr. Potato Head does force us to rip ears off things and make them look like noses, but I'm more thinking of people that probably have a long list of abusing women in their life.
There we go. Friendly neighborhood police officers here. Sheriff's office. I'm assuming there's not a bank robbery going on in there. Walk past this place and they're all dropping to the floor, and I was like, what the hell's going on in there?
Hey, what's brown and rotten and smells like vomit?
Cult news on a good day?
Ooh.
Ba-dum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum.
Okay, here comes the police officer.
I'm going to guess one thing. Is it a woman?
Ding, 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 ding. You win a prize. You win a prize. You win a prize.
Oh, I was betting that.
Oh, wait till you see how he treats her, too.
I'm guessing like royalty.
No, you were wrong. It's like shit.
Ugh.
There you go.
Hi, can I help you?
No, thank you. I appreciate you asking.
Okay. Can I ask you why you're standing outside of a bank reporting?
Well, you can ask.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm not going to tell you, but you can ask. Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, you're the subject of a radio call now because
What was the call about?
Suspicious behavior that you're standing outside of the bank reporting and taking photographs of the bank.
So somebody called and said that I was taking photos?
Yes, with your camera.
On a public sidewalk. And you guys actually came out for that?
Yeah, we sure did.
Crazy.
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, if somebody called and said there's a Jew walking on the sidewalk, would you guys respond to that, or is it just?
Nice. I guess the old if I was walking while black is played out. And now that the crisis is going on over in Israel, we now have to say, if I was Jewish, would you come out?
Right. Because she's absolutely been called for somebody that is simply walking down a sidewalk. No, she was called because you are filming into a bank, you nitwit.
That's his shtick. He knows he's getting this response. It gives content. But I guarantee you, if this was his bank with his money in it, he'd be all up in arms. Why aren't you calling the police? Why aren't you shooting people? It's exactly what he would do.
It doesn't just give content. It gives him a raging hard-on to hurt people.
Easy with the boner talk.
Just people taking pictures? I don't understand. I mean, it's not a crime. Nothing illegal.
But it is scary for the people inside. It's concerning.
Well, if it's scary for the people inside,
do you not believe it's concerning if you're outside photographing a bank?
I'll tell you, when
Do you
people
not
are,
think that's suspicious, sir?
when I do not actually,
Okay.
when people find things scary, I know fear makes people do strange things. For example, if I was afraid of somebody outside, I wouldn't send a woman out by herself, feet from the man, to confront him. I would, I'd stay inside, first of all. So a gal came outside and was talking to me. She didn't seem scared at all. And if she was scared, she had a funny way of showing it.
Is that because we shouldn't do anything so we're widow ladies? We shouldn't confront nobody?
Only men with cameras and their faces completely covered so that they don't get in trouble for their actions. They're the only ones that can confront people and be jackasses.
Yeah, so I guess we should stay inside and make cookies and donuts and stuff and clean the house.
Oh,
we shouldn't have to do anything else.
We shouldn't.
Because we're so scared.
Oh my goodness, we're so scared.
Was she an employee?
Yeah, I believe she was, yes.
Okay, well, so who called us was not an employee.
I have no control over that. So somebody called you and they said, there's a man outside taking photographs
of the bank.
Okay, are you under the impression that that's illegal?
So this taint sniffer has pepper sprayed people. He's brandished tasers to people, and he's gotten arrested for it, or at least detained. I can't remember which of the two. So I would not put it past him to be casing a joint to rob a bank.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, and what part of that is illegal, or whatever the idiot says? The part where you're harassing and intimidating and inducing fear in people, that's the part that's illegal.
I also like how he glazed over the part he says just filming, but they said, oh, by the way, it's in a bank, you idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I ad-libbed that part. I think it fits.
It fits.
What was that?
You're not under the impression that that is a crime, are you?
No, I'm saying it's suspicious behavior that you're standing out front of a bank recording.
Well, there's 10,000 reasons why somebody might be standing outside of a bank recording. Okay. And I'll be frank with you, to address...
Do you have any ID on you, sir?
Sure, but I'm not a big fan of that, though.
Do you mind handing it to me?
I do, actually, because I'm not a big fan of forfeiting my Fourth Amendment rights to placate the personal curiosity of yourself or somebody inside of a bank.
It's not of myself.
No.
I didn't just pass along and see you standing here recording and choose to stop you. You were the subject of a radio call. There's a difference there.
It's not a crime.
I'm just telling you.
All right, I'm telling you, it's not a crime.
But I can still identify who you are.
You can ask, and I can refuse because I haven't committed a crime. You have to have a reasonable and articulable suspicion of a crime. Don't you agree,
and I could
Deputy
believe
Dominguez?
that you could be doing this for purposes of committing a crime.
I could be doing this for purposes of committing a crime.
Yeah, you're photographing a bank.
Yeah, I guess I could be, theoretically.
Don't
I'm not.
take my picture.
Are you serious?
Do not take my picture.
Are you serious? I'm taking 32 frames per second. Whoa, stay away from me. Hey.
I have a feeling, just so you guys know I'm feeling he's like a First Amendment person and rights.
Officer, you're not saying it right. You have to say, my rights. That's my rights. That's what he says, my rights.
I don't know. He wouldn't talk. He didn't want to give me any info. He didn't want to give me his name. So I told him I'll start a supervisor this way then. They're concerned because he has been like zooming in with the camera. They don't know what he's trying to take pictures of inside the bank because he's standing on the other side where the window is. They want him trespassed. I don't want him
He's on the property
to come back. Yeah.
And he posted up off the property, so he already probably knows the game.
Yeah. So I figured whenever the supervisor gets here, I'll let them make that call. If it's us trying to ID him.
Supervisor?
No, I called one. I'll explain it. And then he just started. He like took the camera like this, and I told him get it out of my face, and I tried to move. And he's like, "You're gonna not let me take pictures of you," and I kept moving in a circle around him, and I was like, "Hey, have a good day, bye," and I just walked off, and he just like followed me up, and I was like, "I told you to stop, you can wait on the sidewalk, don't come any closer." And he was like, "I can't walk on the sidewalk," and I told him, "Yeah, you can walk on the sidewalk, stay on the sidewalk then."
So if the bank just wants him trespass and he's going to refuse to identify himself and just fill out a trespass form and just take a picture of him, and then that's it. Just verbally tell him, hey, you're not allowed back here, you're not for a year or whatever.
He was like, "I don't know why they'd send a woman out here to come out. I'm so scary." And I was like, "All the employees, us, it was someone else." That's being very.
He was being misogynistic?
Dickish?
Just being an asshole?
No.
What could it be?
What's the word? The word you're looking for is sociopathic.
Oh, thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome. I'm on a smoke break. Leave me alone.
Good, because you're not getting paid for this.
So it seems Deputy Dominguez, the fragile little snowflake that she is, she got really scared when I started aiming the camera at her. It was weird for a second. She approached me, so I can't make heads or tails out of that. That's just bizarre. But now we've got, I think she left, tucked her tail between her legs and ran.
There's that cult-like mentality again.
Yep.
The women are good for nothing. They're scaredy cats.
Yep. They can't handle you and your stick with a camera on it.
Why did they send out Dominguez, the female?
Yeah. He needs to see that they're scared of him. No. She's just tired of your stupid game.
No, he likes to feel like he's in control.
Yes.
Hence the tuck tail and run.
Yes.
She was afraid of my camera.
Yeah.
No. They're just sick of you and your disgusting habits.
Yes.
He just does it to piss off the police. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't have patience to be a police officer. My nephew does it. That taser would be deployed so many times. That's why you're not a police officer. That's exactly right. 100%. They'd have done the psychology thing on me and have been like, no.
That's why you're not a police officer, and Owen isn't either. He was talking about tasing people earlier.
You get called back to this intersection for a hit and run on pedestrians.
I'm with these women. Absolutely. This is why I'd never be a police officer or somebody in authority like that. My taser, I need like extra batteries for the taser for every hour.
All right, real quick. I love Frauditor Comedy Show. This is great stuff. Greg Jonick with 5 gifted memberships. Here's your happy dance. All right, thank you so very much. Yes, all right. That's so awesome. Let me tell you something. Cult News Network is way up at the top of the list of scumbags. Like I say, there's different, they're all slime balls, but there's different levels of slime, and Cult News is way down at the bottom. Bottom of the barrel, maybe even this crap you find underneath the barrel when you lift it. He's so horrible. He's such a slime ball. And this goes back to what I was saying about the false narrative building and the flat out lies, right? Every day you go, and this is why I say, if their fans would actually watch the videos, they must not, because they pretend they don't see it. They probably pretend they don't see it. They have to see it unless they're that stupid, which they probably are. And then they wonder why we call them stupid. But it's like, okay, you go out there and you film and people freak out. Then the next day you go out there and you film and people freak out. Every single day you go out there and film and people freak out. These people freaked out. I can't make heads or tails of it. I've never heard of such a thing. They always act surprised when they get literally the same reaction they get every time. How many times do you have to do this before it'll click in your head that that's the way people react when you do what you do? Unless they purposely do it intentionally for those reactions. What a concept. I'm working on a story. What's your story? To see how people react to my camera. So then when people react to your camera, why do you freak out? That's what you're there for, isn't it? No. I'm there because I have the right to be there. Oh, I thought it was because you were working on a story. Well, I have the right to work on a story. Okay, what story? Well, how the people react. Then why do you get mad when they react? Because I have the right to be here. Yes, you do have the right to be there. And do what? Film. Why? Because I'm working on a story. What's the story? Their reaction. Then why do you get mad when they react? Because I'm working on a story, but your story is their reaction. Yeah. They're idiots, sycophant. Oh, Sean's here. What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. How's it going? They're narcissistic jackholes that are unemployed. That's a fact. Exactly. The narcissism is insane. They can't disclose that information. Right, I can't tell you why I'm filming. But the reason I'm filming is to see how you react to me filming. But if you react to me filming, I'm going to complain about you reacting because I have the right to film. But you're using that right to film their reactions and then yell at them for reacting, which is why your film was... How do their fans not see it? It's so blatantly obvious. It drives me nuts every single time. I've said it before and I'll say it again and I'll keep saying it because it's true. I react to the video. You look at the comments, their fans react to the false narrative, the narration, the lies that are being told by the frauditor. Forget the lies, forget the narration. Just watch the video and what do you see? You see a butthole being a butthole for the sake of holding butts.
Be tasing the freak out of every single one of them.
You'd be over tasing them?
I'd be like, there's a call for an auditor. Okay, hold on, let me get my extra taser. And then the one woman with the comment, she goes, if you're going to call for a hit and run, yeah, that'd be me too.
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, oh, I didn't see him.
Although this tells you just how upset and frustrated they were with this man filming without permission, without understanding.
In a bank.
Into a bank, which just screams casing the joint.
Dominguez, are you still afraid of the camera? It looks like you got multiple cameras on you.
I'm serving with a trespass notice.
Sweet.
The bank is trespassing you from the property.
From their property.
From
Sure.
their property.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
Trespass on their property. They will call us and you will be arrested.
Well, they're going to call you whether I trespass on their property or not.
Okay.
I haven't stepped foot on their property. Bless your heart. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Wait. You're not over her by chance, are you? Do you have more seniority over? I do not want to sign that. Absolutely. Thanks. Wait, let me see. What does that say exactly?
You don't want the copy?
I'm just taking a look at it. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Peering into bank windows with camera recording. Interesting. All right. Bless your heart. Yeah, I did additional training. You're scared of your own shadow. I'm walking up the sidewalk. You're 40 feet away and said, "Don't come any closer to me."
Did I tell you I was going to do anything to you?
You
No.
you clearly panicked when I aimed the camera at you on the sidewalk. You panicked.
Am I panicked right
A
now?
lot. No, you're not panicked right now because you got some backup here for you. All by yourself.
You think I'm scared, sir?
I think you're chicken shit when you're all by yourself.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, sir.
Well, I saw it with my own eyes. I mean, who do I believe? You or my lying eyes? All right.
You can believe whatever.
You're dismissed without further argument, Dominguez.
Okay, you have a good day, sir.
I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day.
See that? She comes back with a partner.
Yep.
And he still only attacks her.
He's still only attacking her. Yep.
Yep.
and the numerous bless your hearts. And I really get sick of this guy trying to make himself sound like he is so smart. He started that in the beginning with the whole history of L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology. And then he keeps going with this stuff where he's like, oh, are you above her? Are you? Dude, do you really think that little of yourself that you have to talk down to a woman?
One of my favorite things too is, and it never works, but they like to think they're in control.
Yeah.
I'm dismissing you.
Yeah.
He didn't say I'm dismissing both of you.
Yes.
He says I'm dismissing you.
Oh, I caught it. This guy loves to trash women.
Seriously, get her some extra training. She's scared of her own shadow.
Okay.
See her walking away. She's afraid of her own shadow.
Yeah,
afraid the camera's being aimed at her.
Yeah, continue
Doesn't
recording
understand
people.
where her rights are. Get help, Dominguez. Get help.
So he doesn't just continue with the insults. He's got to chase her back to the car.
Yes.
Like I'm chasing you off. Go where I tell you to go.
What was that word Sheila told us? Sociopath? Yeah.
The word of the day, children. Sociopath.
Ah.
Peering into bank windows with camera recording. From a public sidewalk. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put on my think like a criminal hat.
Ooh.
Think about it. I see this video.
Yep.
I'm going to rob that bank or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something to that bank.
Yep.
Because I know who that prime suspect is going to be.
Yep. He just gave every criminal that wanted to do something bad to this place an out.
Now let's see if he's done harassing Dominguez yet.
I bet he isn't.
I'm betting too. Let's see.
Now we have.
Okay, so they just made a point, and I've made this point before, but since they just said it, now they were referring specifically to this video and event, of course. But overall, that's one of my many beefs about these guys in general. Is that, let's say, hypothetically speaking, that whatever it is they're supposedly fighting for actually became reality. That the laws were changed so that no place anywhere could ever ask someone to stop filming. Because that's ultimately their goal, right? Get all no recording laws absolutely taken away, rules, regulations, whatever. If it's a no recording policy, it must be absolutely abolished, right? So now anyone that's recording can walk in anywhere and you can't stop them. That's the goal, right? Okay. How long is it going to take for what you guys would call real criminals to figure that out? How long is it going to take for them to say, hey, I want to go in there and plant a bomb in this place? I know what I'll do. I'll put the bomb in my backpack, put the backpack on, pull out my phone, and now, because the Frauditors won, now I could walk into a building, and as long as I'm filming, no one is allowed to stop me because all restrictions on recording have been removed. And now they can't stop me because I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. Other people can be stopped if they're not filming, but if I'm filming, they can't stop me, right? Because the Frauditors won. So now a real criminal wants to do something like that. What do? They just pull out the camera. You can't stop me. I can go wherever I want. So then they walk into whatever office is empty, take off the backpack, set the timer on the bomb. As long as they're holding their camera, you can't stop them. And then they just walk back out, leave, 10, 20, whatever minutes later, boom. And you can't stop them because they had their cameras out. That's what these guys are doing. And that's the idea. You're out there casing banks. You're out there doing this. You're doing that. You're making that socially acceptable to do. How long is it going to take for the real criminals to figure that out? Say, hey, if I'm holding my camera, they can't stop me. Cool. I'm just going to hold my camera up and then I can do whatever I want. once word gets around that this is, I mean, it already is. It already is. I mean, look at how many newbie frauditors are popping up and are absolutely crossing the line. Lizard Media, when he bashed that dude's head open with the tripod by bludgeoning him with this tripod. He's a newbie frauditor. Kunta Kinte or Kootenai Press or County, whatever that guy is who shot the unarmed homeless man for having the audacity to have a cup of coffee in his hand. A newbie. Well, I mean, he's not that new. But the point is, these guys see this, and actual antisocial scumbags, because that's what they are attracted to this. Actual real criminals. How about this one, guys? You might not remember, because the end of this story actually was very bad. Really bad. So people aren't talking about it. But how about the frauditor who decided that he was going to go out there with a rifle and just start randomly popping cops? Just walking down the street, see a cop pop. Walking down the street, see a cop pop. Walking down the street, see a pop cop. See a cop pop. Whoa, wait a minute, Hez. If you haven't heard that story and you don't know what I'm talking about, what's going on? What happened? Well, the reason why, now some frauditors are talking about it, but they're taking the frauditor side. Why? Because this frauditor decides to go around and just start murdering police, and then a random bystander saw this guy shooting all these cops, pulled out his gun, shot the guy who was shooting the cops. Meanwhile, police that don't know what's going on, that are answering the call, see this guy shooting, they take him out. So now the frauditors are doubling down on, see, the cops shot the good guy. The cops shot the good guy. It's like, oh, but you're completely ignoring what led to that, which was a frauditor, because these frauditors are so horrible, vicious, evil, rotten, cop-hating, they just love hate so much, decided to go out and just start murdering cops. And that's so none of this would have happened if he wasn't out there doing that in the first place. But we ignore all that and we just look at the ending where, yes, ultimately the cops took out the wrong guy. Yes, that's true. I can't deny. And I've always said from day one, because these guys like to say, oh, you support cops no matter what. No, if a bad cop does a bad thing, I'm not going to support that at all. Of course not. It's horrible. But to ignore the fact that it was frauditor deciding that he hates cops so much that he's going to just go out and start randomly murdering cops, we're going to ignore that part of the story. That none of that would have happened, that nobody would have died that day. They don't care about the cops that got shot, by the way. They only care about the guy that got shot by the cops. That one they'll talk about all day, but all the cops that got shot, oh, they're just cops. Who cares? Anyway, I'm going way off. Let's get back to the video. It's almost over.
I haven't seen Dominguez leave yet, so we'll stick around and keep recording. See if when she drives away, if her tail is tucked between her legs, is sticking out the car door. She seems like a type that wouldn't pull her tail in all the way before she shut a door. Dominguez is going out the back gate. I love it.
All right, that's the end of that train wreck.
Thank goodness, because he's such a blowhard. I can't stand him.
After I do any one of his videos, I feel I need a shower.
Yes.
To scrub with like a Brillo pad or something.
Yep.
Get a little Ajax. Get that real filth off you.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Keep the views coming. We love you. See you later.
All right. Round of applause for the Frauditor Comedy Show. Yes. All right. people were asking earlier about the Our Nevada judges showing the chili thing today. That's going to premiere at 11 a.m. I think from Our Nevada judges, they film it and then show it, I think, the next day. So I think Frauditor Troll already did a video on what happens during it. But if you don't know, if you didn't see that yet, you don't want any spoilers, the actual video of the court proceeding itself is going to premiere at 11 Central Time. So in about 2.5 hours. Yeah, there's that. So let's see where we at here. We got about 20 minutes left in the show. What Cult News doesn't realize is she gave no further thought of him and moved on to her next call. Exactly. These guys think they're the center of the universe. One of my favorites, and I've seen a couple of these videos now, is where like they'll be filming and something that has nothing to do with them happens, and the cops show up, and immediately they're like, oh, what's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? It's like, can I help you, sir? Yeah, you're here for me. No, I'm here for a call that I need to go answer. I don't have time to sit here and follow your directives and bow to your demands and lick your boots, Mr. Frauditor, because I'm here to answer a call. I got to go find out what's going on. I mean, what do these frauditors think? Seriously, like legit. Like, do they think like if somebody's got someone on the ground and they're choking them and someone calls the cops and the cops are running in there to pull the dude who's choking the dude off of them and save their life, that they have to stop because you demand their name and badge number and say, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I was going to save someone's life, but you asked for my name and badge number. So please let me get into a 45-minute dialogue with you about your civil liberties and your rights because you chose to film me and explain to you what the Third Amendment is and all that, and let that person die and let the murderer murder and let the robbers rob and let all these people do whatever they, because you asked me my name and badge number, so now I must drop everything. And that's the thing. They always love to talk about how these servants, how these employees are not doing their jobs. And it's like, especially with people like Audit Them and who's this other FOIA slime ball, the Tyrant Terminator and all these guys like that, they all seem to have this idea, and their fans seem to think the same thing, that if you work for the government, if you have a government job, so let's just say, for example, let's pull a random government job out of thin air. You're the lady behind the front desk at City Hall, right? 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You're sitting behind the computer. The phone rings. You answer it. Hello? Yeah, I need to talk to so-and-so. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'll transfer you over. Hey, I need to make an appointment. Okay, let me put your information in the computer and make an appointment for you. Yeah, somebody comes in. Yeah, I need to speak to so-and-so. Okay, that's office, blah, 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 down the hall. Right? That's their job. That's what our tax dollars are paying them to do. Right? That's what I want them to do. That's what all taxpayers want them to do. That's them doing their job. Now, the first time, maybe this person's been working there 30 years. One time out of that entire 30-year career, some guy walks in with a camera and says, yeah, I need a FOIA request. Oh, well, you could do that online, you know. No. I need you to take a blank piece of paper. I need you to write my FOIA request for me. And I need you to physically get up out of your desk and walk it over to the proper office, because I know I'm in the wrong office, and hand it to the right people. You can't send me to that office. No, you have to go there and do it. And if they say, what are you talking about? Immediately, them and their fans, everyone is like, they're going to call Flood and say, this person needs to be fired because they don't know how to do their job. They're wasting our tax dollars. They're not doing what we're paying them to do. Wait a minute. So Audit Them, Tyrant Terminator, all of these guys that do the FOIA thing, all of them believe, and their fans believe, based on what they say in the videos and what they say in the comments, they really, truly, honestly believe that anyone who has a job for the state means that their job is to wait for somebody to show up with a camera and immediately file their FOIA request for them on demand. That's their job. Whatever it is that we're paying them to do, that's not their job. If they're doing that, they're not doing their job. They're only doing their job if the second someone shows up with a camera, they immediately do their FOIA request for them. Anything else is they're not doing their job. These lazy, no good, rotten scumbags need to be fired because they don't know how to do their job because they're not doing any work. They're trying to do their work. The only reason they're not doing their work is because the idiot came in there demanding a FOIA. They would be working if the idiot wasn't there filming them. It's the same thing when they tell you to create your own privacy by closing your computer or flipping your papers over. It's literally the same thing. They're working. You come in. Oh, you have to flip the paper over if you don't want me to film it. Okay, well, now I can't do this paperwork because I have to flip it over because you're filming. So, okay, now I can't work. Now what are you doing? You're filming me not working and telling your fans, oh, look at this public servant wasting our tax dollars by not doing anything. They're not doing anything because your dumbass told them to flip the paper over. You're the boss, right? Well, they're following your directives. They're following your demands. They're doing what you said. They're creating their own privacy. I thought that's what you wanted. And again, they're sycophant, sheeple, brain dead, brainwashed, lens-licking fans are in the they're calling. I can't believe I saw the video of this scumbag not working. You need to fire that scumbag right now. What? They stopped working because an idiot came in with the camera and told them, if you don't want me to film private information, flip the paper over. If you don't want me to film your computer screen, close the screen. Okay, fine. I'll close the screen. I'll flip the paper over. Now I have to sit and wait for your dumb ass to leave. But you refuse to leave. And now you're going to take that footage and post it on your website and say, look, see it, this person not working? People, stupid people, idiotic, moronic, butterbrain douche canoe. They're everywhere. They're a derriere. They're full of doggy doo. Their brains are full of poo. They smell just like it too. They're butterbrain douche canoe. That's all they ever do is cause trouble and chaos, havoc, yeah. Causing lots of trouble every day, oh yeah. They are slimy scumbag people, and all their fans are stupid sheeple. Yeah, man, I came up with that all on my own, off the top of my head. Was that great or what, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? Was that awesome? Oh. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway done with the week. Yes, and you know that I'm a geek. And when we play hide and seek, we find frauditors sticking it everywhere. Parsons knows what's up. I'll tell you what, P. Barnes, that's become so normal now. Like, they don't even bother coming in the chat anymore, which is fine with me. But that's just a normal part of the process now. Like, that's part of his morning show is restreaming my morning show. That's just what he does. I'm always on the air doing my show, so I'm not watching his show. So I honestly still have no idea what he does or why he does it. All I know is based on the titles of his videos that and the things that his fans say when they do come here, that it's obviously just him making fun of me. You know, he titles his videos things like, hey, let's go watch the dancing hippo. So, okay, he must really, whatever. But I try not to even acknowledge that. He's probably watching me right now. Hi, thank you for being evil and hating my guts for no reason. Whatever, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so let's go ahead and watch the next video. This is this particular case with this particular sob set. there have been a lot of videos with this guy that have popped up recently, and I just saw Team Skeptic yesterday put up a new one about this same soffsit. So we're going to go ahead and check that out and see if there's any updates to this case. And even if it isn't, it's ones we heard before. We haven't heard Team Skeptic's. Well, it's a new Team Skeptic video, so let's watch it because he's awesome. Showing love for Team Skeptic, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have 5 hearings covering a couple of sovereign citizen court updates. First, we have 3 appearances by the living man, Eric Martin, who not only has several traffic tickets throughout Michigan, but recently picked up a domestic violence charge and has been sitting in jail for a little over a month now. So let's begin.
Okay, in the matter of people versus Eric Martin. Mr. Martin, can you hear us?
Yes, can I get the case number of the so-called case that never was given a copy of the ticket by the police officer, which he should have in violation of my due process right?
241388 SM.
241, what else?
38 SM. 1388 SM.
24138 SM. Right?
Yeah, 2 days.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, real quick. I want to comment on this. So, Chris, I remember someone at a budget hearing was caught playing solitaire on the computer. Now, here's the thing, and I always say this. If I see someone actually uncover some kind of legitimate corruption, of course, I support that. That's great. That's why I've always said from day one, for example, I've always supported Ironton Auditor. Because what he's doing is fine. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. I'm not going to be against anyone filming anything ever. If somebody, and I've always said this too, like with all the FOIA requests and all that, they could, if they really legitimately wanted to uncover real corruption, because again, audit them. His definition of corruption is literally they don't have the exact same papers that he has taped to the walls. It is to be permanently displayed. That's what he does. He walks into any government building, and if they don't have the same paperwork he has literally up on the wall, physically on the wall, that's his beef. It has nothing to do with whether or not they actually process FOIAs properly. It's whether or not they have it permanently displayed. He's going to change the world by getting people to tape papers to walls. But anyway, the point is, he actually uncovers legitimate corruption, then I might say, hey, that's pretty cool. If he went and FOIA requested all this, and this is the thing, if you were legitimately looking for government corruption, you could sit at home right now on your computer and FOIA request all the budget documents and everything from the city. And then get the paperwork. And then go through it with a fine-tooth comb and see if you could find any discrepancies. Hey, wait a minute. This guy is getting paid $250,000 a month to be a street sign color checker. What the heck is that? His job is to make sure that all the stop signs are red? I said that because that actually was a thing back in the day in Illinois. There was a guy who got busted for getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And his job, obviously it was BS, but it was while he was driving, if he saw a stop sign that was broken or messed up, he would have to report that it was broken or messed up. And he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to do that. He got in trouble, big deal, big thing. So, like, if you FOIA'd all this information and you dug through it with a fine-tooth comb and you found something like that, a legitimate discrepancy, a legitimate example of real corruption, yes, good. I'd support that. But that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is they're finding, hey, this lady who doesn't work in the FOIA department, who's been working here for decades and has never even had anyone even mention the word to her, so that when I said I want a FOIA, she didn't even know what I was talking about, doesn't have those FOIA papers pasted to the wall. I uncovered corruption. No, you didn't. You didn't uncover anything. That's the thing. Again, somebody's filming and they catch somebody actually not working. Okay, I'll give you that. But 9 times out of 10, their definition of not working is not kissing the butt of the frauditor. Even if they have to ignore all the other people, we the people, to bow down to the frauditor instead. That's what they call corruption. One of my other big beefs. You walk into a building that clearly has a no filming policy. Filming. Before you walked in the door, you knew they had a no filming, no recording policy. Because don't say filming. They'll be like, I don't use film, it's digital. You walk into a building that clearly has a no recording policy. What are you there to uncover? What are you there to expose? That they have a no recording policy? If there's a sign on the door that says no recording, take a picture of it. Boom, there you go. You've exposed it. No, you got to walk in there recording to expose the corruption of them telling you they have a no recording policy that you knew they had before they walked in the damn door.
I do have in front of me a complaint charging with domestic violence violation of city code. It's misdemeanor. Oh, I see, January 24th, January 10th. Okay, you pleading not guilty, Mr. Gazicki?
That's James Gazicki. Mr. Martin expressed his right not to be represented by a court-appointed attorney. He wishes to represent himself.
Okay. Is that right, Mr. Martin?
Present myself, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give up my right to be one of the sovereign people as the U.S. Supreme Court said that right to be. So.
Okay. I'm gonna let you do that. I don't care why. Have you talked to the prosecutor?
No, I have not.
I want you to get the prosecutor and have her talk to Mr. Martin, and let's see what we're gonna do today.
Right, so I would like to talk to him right about how the case should be dismissed based on there's no evidence.
Well, that's what a trial is for. And trust me when I say this, if there wasn't any evidence against you, like you said, then we wouldn't be at this point in the trial and your victim wouldn't be sitting next to you. Now, he went into the breakout room to have a conversation with the prosecutor, but of course, that got nowhere because this is a malicious prosecution and the prosecutor doesn't have any jurisdiction over him.
A matter of people versus Eric Martin. Okay. Mr. Martin, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, Mr. Prosecutor, want to put your appearance on record?
And good morning, Your Honor. Omar, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Omar Shadra on behalf of the people, PA 6332.
Okay. You've had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Martin?
That is correct, Judge.
Been able to resolve this matter?
Judge, there is no resolution on this matter. I had an opportunity to speak with the defendant in this case. He wishes to have a jury trial or a bench trial. He just doesn't know which one he wants.
Okay, Mr. Martin, which one do you want? I'm gonna set this over for a trial. Want a jury or the judge to hear it?
Well, I don't really want to answer that question. I don't want to be fraudulently presumed. I'm consenting to any of these proceedings. You know, I'm not consenting to have my right against slavery violated by consenting to any proceedings. So that's why I kind of want to answer that question. But before I get to, as I notified the prosecutor, he should have dismissed the case due to lack of evidence. But I had one more thing I wanted to point out to the prosecutor. I forgot to mention to him. I want to mention to him now, and that is I want the police officer, Bartaway, who illegally arrested me. I want him charged for the legal arrest, which is assault and battery. And also Judge Shackelford, who did not give me a personal bond. I want arrested too for violating my right against kidnapping and allowing this unlawful incarceration of me, which I have a right to do. And if they refuse to do it, I'm also going to move for dismissal on the case because it's violating my right against equal protection, because I have the right to have charges brought against people who have committed crimes against me also.
But those crimes actually have to exist and can't just be manifestations of your stupidity. And let me get something straight. You want the officer arrested for arresting you, and you want the judge arrested for not giving you a PR bond? While we're at it, you want us to just go ahead and arrest your victim for assaulting your hand with her face?
Okay, based on that, I'm going to indicate that you want a jury trial. I'll set this matter over. I'll have the assignment clerk set a date. She'll send you a notification of the date for the jury trial. In the meantime, I'm going to continue your bond until that day. You go with the sheriff, he'll take care of you today.
Hold on, objection. I have a motion to make that I have a right to a personal bond.
You file that motion in writing, and I'll take a look at it.
I already did file it with the.
In the meantime, I want you to go with the sheriff, and he's going to take care of you.
Hold on, object. I have some. I already filed it with the court. I'm making that motion now. I'm making that demand actually now because it's a constitutional right to be without guilty. All right, then I'll be taking your job. How about that? Because you violate my constitutional right, and I move to dismiss you off the case, disqualify you. Since you violate my due process right to a personal bond, then you showed your biasness, and you should not be in the case no more. I move to disqualify you. If you deny that motion, I request that you send it to the State Court Administrative Office. You're not supposed to continue my bond with monetary award. Shackelford illegally denied my personal bond, and you're not supposed to continue that illegal denial. I have a constitutional right to be presumed innocent, and that means the right to a personal bond. Article 3, Section 1, judges that violate the Constitution cannot hold their office. So don't grant that motion if you want to, that demand. I'll be to get your job in a lawsuit. That's all I got to say. So you want to continue with that? Sound like they muted me, maybe. Well, these judges are going to find out. They're not above the Constitution.
And you're not above taking responsibility. And from the appearance of your court outfit, you're not above jurisdiction either. So now we're done with the first hearing. Let's move on to the second.
This is case 231510, people of the city of Taylor versus Eric Martin.
And Jeffrey Fanto, the court asked me to verify that Mr. Martin would be presenting himself without the assistance of attorney. That appears to be his position, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Martin, you are waiving the House counsel?
Yes, due to, so I'm not fraudulently assumed to be the defendant, a living man, not the legal fiction corporate entity defendant, which I couldn't possibly be. I don't due to canon law.
Chris, for this, who's Crystal Martin? The victim. There actually is a victim. And that's one of the reasons why the sovereign citizen philosophy is so insane, because they will always say, well, if there's no victim, there's no crime. But because the base foundation of their philosophy is that court jurisdiction doesn't exist at all, even if there is a victim, it doesn't matter because there's no jurisdiction for you to charge me, even if there is a victim. So that's who that was. That was the victim. So there you go.
Unfair. It's gonna, you guys fraudulently assume that if I take an attorney. So that's the unfairness why I can't accept attorney because of that.
Sure. All right, and you understand all of your constitutional rights?
I do my best to. I've been studying, practicing law 28 years.
All right. That's all right. So looks like this is ready to be set for a jury trial. Is that right?
Yeah, but I want a jury trial of my peers means of the sovereign people, not U.S. citizen slaves who most probably everyone of the jury probably say they are. So.
Didn't you just say that you are a 28-year constitutional law scholar and you haven't figured out by now that a jury of your peers consists of your fellow citizens and not the idiots that you roast crayons over the fire with?
As the individual who determines questions of law, that's me. I will make sure that it is a jury of your peers. So, and I'll determine that. So we will have this set, and then I'll mail out the date for the jury trial.
I believe there's a date set for next Tuesday for the jury trial in this matter.
All right, I see that.
I have objections. I cannot probably prepare for trial in this jail. I've been illegally denied my constitutional right to a personal bond, even though it's my constitutional right because it's part of my right to be innocent before guilty. It's been denied so far. I have no money to pay for a bond to get out of here. So that's especially why I also should be given a personal bond. And like I said, I cannot probably prepare for one in here. You know?
So you're in there for a different matter, because I set your bond at $100 personal before on this matter. So it's whatever's keeping you in jail isn't this case. So we'll see it. I understand though that you do need to prepare for trial. I get that part. So we'll go ahead and adjourn the jury trial. When is your out date? With whatever you're doing there?
There is no out date. That's the thing. It's So is this about the moped case?
Yeah, this is driving while your license is suspended.
I wasn't sure, right? They got me legally confined right now in the domestic violence. No evidence at all. She lied, made a statement, so now they
hold on, Mr. Martin, hold on. Even though this is a different court and that's not my case, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. I just want to advise you of your Fifth Amendment right again. And so I suggest not bringing up the other case. This case here is on the moped and the driving on a suspended license. So or a revoked license.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is you need time to prepare on that one. I don't know what the situation or status is of the domestic violence case, but you said that you're on bond. You haven't posted your bond on that case. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not even sure. I think the judge said a monetary bond. I wasn't sure because she unprofessionally drew the thing away from, the remote Zoom thing away from the door before I could read the hearer. But it's not like she told the police officer $2,000. But I'm not even sure. I got no money to pay a bond no way, even if it's $1. So.
Well, that's a lie. Not the part about being so broke that you couldn't afford a $1 bond. You're a sovereign citizen, so I know that's the truth. But I also know that everything else you said was a lie because I covered that hearing and I have video proof. Judge Shackelford very clearly told you what your bond was and why it was that amount. The screen was only pulled away after your bond was set and only when you wouldn't stop running your glue eater.
I am allowed. I don't have nowhere else to live. That's my house. I'm allowed there. You ordered that is illegal. That violates my due process.
All right. He has a $2,000 cash bond with a GPS tether.
Yes,
and he's not to
return.
He's not to appear at 9.
Without guilty.
He cannot come to 9074 Clifford or be in contact with Crystal Martin.
So, right, because they illegally deny my personal bond, this is why I'm still in here. So, but yeah. So,
all right. So what I'll do is, I don't know when that case is next. The next day is that it's a state case. Ms. Van Reno, you don't have that case, right?
I don't know.
So it must be a state. All right, and so it must be a state case, which means it's on a Monday. So that's probably going to be resolved within a month. So let me go ahead and set this for jury trial. No, there will be no need to set it for a settlement conference before that. But let's get everything.
I won't cut you up. I was going to object before you guys don't give me a chance to talk. Object to it should be. I moved that to be stayed. This moped case till I get out of prison. Till I get out of jail here. I can prepare myself. I can't probably prepare myself.
Right, that's why, listen.
Ask some of my legal
Listen,
authorities to
Mr.
argue nothing.
It's being set for jury trial.
Good one.
Case from yesterday.
Okay, so when is that one?
They didn't set it.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna set it for a jury trial, but if you're still in jail at that time, then I'll just adjourn it again so that you can prepare. I'm not worried about that. So, I mean, but I can't do anything about your other case is what I'm saying. So I'm looking at, as far as the date right now, I just want to put a date on the books so that we know that you have an idea. I mean, if you get out tomorrow, then you'll know and then what your date is. So I'm looking at, let's see. And I don't have the availability to check with my clerk because my criminal clerk is out this week.
Your Honor, we do.
So
I'm sorry, Judge. We do have other jury trials scheduled on your docket on July 9th. I don't know if that's too soon.
That's probably gonna be, it's only a couple weeks away, so I don't know what his situation is, and even if he gets out in a week, that's only gives him a little bit of time. I'll make sure he has at least a couple weeks to, I mean, it's a driving on a restricted license, so it's not exactly a whole lot of prep time for that. It's not a homicide case, but.
Don't say that, Judge. Driving without a license is tantamount to homicide if you ask a sovereign citizen. Both are victimless crimes, and no one has jurisdiction to prosecute either one of them to begin with.
So I'm looking at August 13th. Because I'm trying to pick a date that's outside of probably where I'm already scheduling stuff at, because I don't have my criminal clerk here to kind of check and see like where I'm at with things. So we're gonna set this for August 13th.
What did I say? What did I just say? When you go by the sovereign citizen philosophy, there's no such thing as anything. Because even if you killed somebody, they have no jurisdiction to prosecute you no matter what you do. I just got to say, these guys are so dumb.
13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I know that we'll set that at 8:30 in the morning, August 13th. All right. Mr. Martin, let the deputy know that you're all set, and we'll be mailing out the notice to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. All the best to you and your staff.
Say again?
That's the one I want to say to with the prosecutors here. Dealing with this other case that I'm here for now, I request that
not the same prosecutor. Not the same prosecutor. That's the state prosecutor.
They're Taylor prosecutor.
Your other case, are you talking about your other case? Your other case is a state case. So that's a Wayne County Prosecutor's Office.
No, so
not the city attorney.
I'm talking about the case I'm in here now. I want to notify the prosecutor that I want charges filed on Crystal Martin for bringing these falsified charges against me now. And also for assault and battery that I have on video camera for. Just so, you know what I mean? And she keeps bringing this.
Again, that's the other prosecutor. That's a different prosecutor's office, sir.
Because it's my equal protection right to bring charges too. They want to bring charge against me, but they don't have no evidence. I do. And I should be the one suffering here in jail as a lack of evidence. This is all pride and the unequal protection clause.
That's on your other case, sir. So
it's still a right though. It's still my right to tell the prosecutors this and have them act on it. And if they don't, it's going to certify a defense.
This isn't the proper prosecutor. That's the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on your other case, okay? This is the city attorney. Okay? Definitely have a good rest of your day to you and your staff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so that's the end of that hearing. But he had another one just yesterday. And let me tell you something. This is the first time I have ever seen someone age an entire decade over just 3 weeks.
McMullen, case, the motion to set aside. People versus Martin, case 241388 SM. Today's the date and time set for a settlement conference. Also, there was a motion by Mr. Martin, motion to dismiss the case. Court has read through the motion. There was no accompanying brief and support. Well, There's also objections to the denial of the personal bond. I'm going to consider that as a motion for reconsideration. All right, Mr. Martin, was there anything else you wanted to place on the record, sir?
Oh, yes. Well, first, I'm not the fraudulently assumed defendant. I am a living sovereign man.
I can see that you are a living man. You are currently talking and we are having a conversation, so, okay.
Right, but John, under the law, there's fraudulent presumptions under canon law 3228 that, that say otherwise, and there's a lot of support what I'm saying. That's why I say what I say to the record. But anyways, yes, I do have other things to say. First, I also want to file a demand to dismiss this case based on speedy trial violation under Michigan Court Rule 6.004C, 28 days for speedy trial in misdemeanor cases. I've been in jail over that since the 8th of last month.
It takes a real idiot savant to make both a valid legal argument and give the counter argument to his claim in the same sentence. First, speedy trial rights are preserved for defendants who are currently remanded. And he's right. According to MCR 6.004C, he should be released after 28 days on a PR bond unless the court finds clear and convincing evidence that he's a flight risk. You don't think the court has jurisdiction over you. You failed to show up to several court hearings in the past, including in this particular courtroom, and you don't have a problem committing any future crimes because you're a sovereign and laws don't apply to you. So you are by definition a flight risk. And to be honest with you, MCR 6.004C does not apply to you.
And also, go ahead and also want to say, I ask that you give me all the time to speak, say anything I want to say, instead of like shutting the court proceedings off that's happened before, make sure I'm done with everything I have to say. But that's it for right now. But like I said, I might just say depending on what you say in response. So.
All right, well, your motion to dismiss is denied. Your motion for reconsideration with regard to personal bond is also denied. Are we setting this for a bench trial or a jury trial?
Before I ask that question, I have to respond now to your denial. Now, based on what reasons are those denied, I have things to say in response to that.
Well, sir, I'm not cutting you off, but there's nothing, it's my ruling. If you want to file a motion for reconsideration as to anything, you're more than welcome to follow the court rule and do so. But there's really nothing to add to my ruling. So
I'm asking the reason. I'm asking what are the reasons that the bond, for example, is denied? Okay, first of all, what reasons is it being denied?
I've already stated that last time, sir. So are we at my next question here is, do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Well, I have more to say in response to
do you want a bench trial or a jury trial, sir? Stop avoiding the question.
Not as much take off, the jury.
Jury trial. All right, we're going to set this for a jury trial.
But I want to make it clear, I'm not consenting to
you'll be given notice of when that will be, sir.
Okay, I'm not consenting to the jurisdiction of the court still, and
you see what I'm saying? You openly don't consent to the jurisdiction of this court, and yet you still want them to find you as a non-flight risk and let you out for free.
You are subject to the jurisdiction of this court. So you live in the state of Michigan, you live in the jurisdiction, and under the Michigan Constitution and the United States Constitution, this court does have jurisdiction over this case and over you as the alleged defendant. The warrant was signed with probable cause. The warrant had probable cause. The warrant was signed. That's all that's needed to bring a charge, and it's brought in the proper place, which is here because you live in Taylor, and this is Taylor, so this is where the case would be. So your motions were denied, and we're going to set this for a jury trial. We'll be giving you the date and time of when that jury trial will be. Let the deputy know that.
That's what I mean. See, I'm not done yet. I have more to say.
Oh, come on, Judge. He had more to say, and we have more popcorn to throw at him. Okay, so that's the end of the Eric Martin saga for now. He is not going anywhere, and no speedy trial rights are being violated. Next, I have a sovereign citizen that I didn't previously previously cover, as other great channels like Old Squishy Gardner and Colin had covered him. However, this sovereign citizen had another appearance late last week, so I figured I would cover both of the hearings for those of you that missed the first one and those of you that want an update on the second one.
People versus Paul Kuhn, number 235256.
Here, on behalf of the people.
Oh, this is exciting. I didn't see this one yet. Oh, this is going to be great. All right. Yeah, this Martin guy, I've been following him for a while, but this is something completely new to me. All right. Way to go, Team Skeptic. Thank you so much for hooking us up with this fantastic sovereign citizen content. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me once again, by the way, to everybody here and all you guys who have been sticking with me from the beginning. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Let's keep this ball rolling. So this one's still got about 10-15 minutes left. That'll be stretching ourselves almost 3.5 hours today. That's awesome. All right, love you guys. Here we go. Come on, computer, do something. There it is.
Thank you. Mr. Kuhn is present here in the courtroom today. This was originally set as a sentencing hearing. Mr. Kuhn, I got a report from the probation department indicating that you declined to participate in the investigation process.
Up here. Greetings, Your Honor. I'm here by special appearance, not a general appearance, and I reserve all my rights and explicit reservation without prejudice. I, Paul Kuhn, a sentinel moral being, have examined the path of my feet on and have concluded that I have dishonored many people, including, but not limited to, the people, the peace officers, the city, the county, and to determine that I have made many mistakes, and I'm sorry for my sins, and therefore I repent now. I have become aware of other sins I may have committed, and I'll repent immediately.
This isn't church. We don't need you to repent. We need you to take responsibility for your actions. And that includes participating in your pretrial investigation to see what, if any, jail time is necessary and if you even qualify for probation. But not participating in this process will not keep you from going to jail. In fact, it will guarantee you the exact opposite.
To my attorney, it has come to my attention that you have never informed me of my choice of law. And to make matters worse, you chose an inferior form to have me tried under. You are either incompetent or collusive with the prosecutor. Either way, you have provided me with an ineffective assistance of counsel, which has caused me great harm. You are fired.
Okay. Do you intend to hire another attorney? Are you appointed?
I was appointed.
How are you going to proceed in terms of counsel, Mr. Kuhn?
Oh, I'm going to do it myself.
Okay. All right. You understand that you have the right to have an attorney?
I do.
And you understand that if you can't afford an attorney, you have the right to have one appointed for you at public expense. And in fact, that's what we've been operating under up till now.
I haven't gotten legal counsel, but anyways, I'll accept whatever you have.
Okay, so you understand that you do have the right to have an appointed attorney if you can't afford one?
I had him and he has done me no good from the beginning. So at this point, I'll just I'll take whatever you got to give me.
Well, that's a bad idea. At least an attorney will get up there and make an argument that your nonsensical ramblings are a product of internet misguidance and not an ingrained belief system that needs jail time to extricate.
Yeah, I'm just asking whether you understand that you have that right. Yes. And in spite of that, you're asking the court to allow you to represent yourself today?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever represented yourself in court before?
Sir, I'm just, I'm here as a special appearance only, and that's.
Yeah, that doesn't have any legal significance to me at all.
I understand.
My question is whether you've ever represented yourself before.
No.
Do you have any legal training or education?
No, just have the people that help me through this.
Okay. And so you understand that there are, not having represented yourself, not having any legal training or experience, that there are risks involved in representing yourself.
Yes, sir.
And that there are matters of procedure and substantive law that you may not be aware of, and therefore there may be arguments that you could raise in your own defense that might give you an improved outcome in your case, and that without that legal training and experience, you may not know what those are, and you may have a worse outcome than if you had an attorney.
I'll take what is given to me.
In spite of those risks, is it still your wish to represent yourself?
I'll take what is given to me.
That's not the answer to my question. My question is, do you still want to represent yourself knowing those risks?
Sir, I just, I'll accept any offer. In return, your offer to your, for your closure and settlement of any account I may have.
Okay, again, my question is, in spite of the risks of representing yourself, are you still asking to represent yourself?
Yes.
So at this point, the court, with Mr. Gurmurthy will discharge you. The court finds that your request to represent yourself is knowing and voluntary and unequivocal. And so at this point, the court's going to allow you to represent yourself going forward. Do you have anything to say with regard to your refusal to participate in the pre-sentence interview process?
Whatever you want to give me, I'll accept.
Okay, so that's something that you're required to do as part of the court's order. Because you declined to do that, the court is going to revoke your bond. The court is going to order that you be remanded to the Crawford County Jail. I'm going to request the probation officer to make it.
So I think, because somebody was asking about the headphones, I think that might be like he might have some kind of a hearing issue and he needs the headphones. Like, I think that if they're letting you wear headphones in court, that it's probably, I would assume, because headphones are attached to like the judge's mic or something to help him hear. Also, what was it? Somebody asked something else about, the COVID shield's still up. Somebody mentioned, what I was going to say when I saw that was, maybe he saw that video where that dude jumped over the bench and attacked the judge. So maybe they decided to keep him up to help prevent that sort of thing from happening. I don't know. But yeah, who knows why these douche canoes do the douching and the canoeing. Omar, every day, are you willing to, why would I give him a platform? Or why would I go on his panel? So he could say, hey, you're a fat pedophile grifter and I hate your guts for no reason. Isn't that awesome? And then I'll say, what are you talking about, you idiot? And he'll say, I'm not an idiot. You're a fat pedophile and a grifter and I hate your guts for no reason. So what would be the point? There isn't any. All right, here we go.
Another attempt to go through the pre-sentence interview process with you. If you continue to decline, then we'll just go forward with sentencing without having that information before the court. And Mr. Haven, if Mr. Kuhn refuses to participate, you can just indicate that before the court and then prepare the pre-sentence report to the best of your ability without that information.
Yes, sir.
I did an acceptance, dated and signed the top of it. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay, well, we'll give it another try anyway, and you're going to do what you're going to do. But for today's purposes, the court's going to revoke your bond and remand you to the jail. The court will set this for a sentencing hearing at its next available date. So you can go with the officers, please.
Okay.
That's one way to get him to participate in his pretrial sentencing. Let him sit in jail, accruing absolutely no time at all towards his charges until he accepts the fact that a jury of his peers found him guilty and it's time for him to take responsibility for his actions. So we come back for his second hearing, and it appears as though he's finally accepted his fate. just not completely.
Okay, so I just want to explain a couple things to you that I have an obligation to ask you certain questions to make sure that you understand what's happening with your case. And that's why I'm asking you whether you understand that you have the right to have an attorney and that you would have the right to have one appointed if you couldn't afford one. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand your rights, and it's my job to explain those rights to you. Not asking you to give up any rights. You're not putting yourself in any kind of legal danger by answering these questions. I'm just trying to find out if you understand what your rights are and how we're going to go forward, so that I know that you're knowingly and voluntarily choosing not to have an attorney to represent you. And if you don't answer these questions that I'm asking you, it impedes my ability to proceed with the hearing in the way that I'm required to under the law. You understand that?
I'll answer that. All I know is I was told, when I've read and stuff, that I'm here in special appearance.
What do you think that means?
I'm not contracting. If there's no corpus electi, how could there be a crime?
Yeah, that's not what special appearance means. A special appearance is when one licensed attorney steps in on a limited capacity for another licensed attorney. You dumb fucks aren't licensed, so you can't make special appearance even when you're representing yourself.
Okay. Do you know what that even means? What
There's no injured party.
What you're saying?
If there's no injured party, where's the crime?
Okay. Well, first of all, a jury found you guilty, right?
In that, we'll see. I'm stepping
and they found you guilty of assaulting, resisting, or obstructing two police officers. Right? That's what happened.
I'm here on special appearance.
You to refuse to answer my whether you understand what's happening. And if you continue to just give me that answer, which doesn't make any sense and doesn't have any legal effect, no matter what you've read or what other people have told you, then you're impeding my ability to proceed in the way that I need to under the law. And if you continue to do that, my only option is to impose a sanction on you until you do answer my questions. And what that means is that I'm going to find you in direct contempt for impeding the function of the court by refusing to answer very simple questions. And I'm going to put you in jail for 30 days. And if at any point during that jail stay, you decide that you will answer these very simple questions, then we'll come back into court immediately and we'll take care of the sentencing. But those are going to be your options, because I'm not gonna have you just.
Okay, well, thank you for clearing that up.
Give me a fucking break. This has been very clear to you from the beginning. You just thought you were going to pull the same loser, soft shit nonsense and get away with it when no one else ever has.
So it's your choice. You can answer my questions or you can
an attorney, but the attorney I had absolutely did nothing.
Okay, we're past that point. What we're here for today is the sentencing hearing, because you've been convicted, you've been found guilty by a jury of your peers. And so we're here for sentencing. So we're not here to talk about what did or didn't happen with your lawyer before. I'm trying to find out if you understand that you have the right to hire your own lawyer, or if you can't afford one, that one will be appointed for you. Do you understand that you have that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that proceeding without a lawyer has certain risks. Do you understand that?
But I obviously can't afford an attorney.
Okay.
And the one I had, again, didn't do a dang thing because the ticket should have never been split.
Okay. Do you want to
That was my
request,
argument to begin with.
do you want to request a different attorney to be appointed?
Actually, yes.
You did, okay, all right. So you did previously qualify, so I find you continue to qualify for court appointment. Court is going to appoint one for you, and we'll reset this hearing for my next available date. Okay?
Am I going back to jail or can I go home?
No, you're going back to jail until we can have the hearing.
I've already had 3 weeks in jail, sir.
And you made that choice by refusing to comply with the pre-sentence process. That was your choice. You're just facing the consequences for your own choices.
Damn right he is. And to think that all of this is happening because of a simple obstruction of justice charge. So I guess it's time to throw him back in the pool of genetic losers and send him back to jail like a good sovereign, but not before the judge gives him some solid advice.
And if you have people advising you to take this ridiculous stand and make these statements that don't mean anything to the court, they're giving you really bad advice. And they're not the ones paying for that advice, you are. And I think you need to start listening to a lawyer who actually knows something about the law and not what you read on the internet or what people tell you because they don't know. And you're taking their advice and you're paying the consequence for their bad advice. They're out doing what they want to do. You're the one who's in here in jail. So I would suggest that you start listening to a real lawyer and not what you read on the internet or what people are telling you who really don't know what they're talking about. So that's the way we're going to proceed. We'll appoint an attorney to represent you at the next hearing. And your bond is going to continue to be revoked until that time. What's that?
And when will that be?
Whenever they get around to it and not a day sooner. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Both of these morons will be back in a couple of months. And you know I'm going to bring it directly to you. The sources are listed in the description. And give Old Squishy Gardner and Colin, definitely not Cromwell, a subscribe. They work really hard to bring us this level of dipshittery, and they deserve your subscription. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Love Team Skeptic. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one, the only Team Skeptic. All right. That's quiet. That was quiet. Let's do it louder. All right. Thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday. You guys are the best fans in the world. I love you. Oh, man, thank you so much for all your support. Oh, yeah. Best fans in the world. Thank you guys so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah. I'm all shook up.
Say when you snooze, you lose. I say when you take a nappy, you are happy. They say when you snooze, you lose. I say when you take a nappy, you are happy.